Change scene.
We did it!
We did it! I'm so excited.
Hell yeah.
Guys, welcome to the first ever, well no, it's not the first live edition.
No, but the first ever IRL.
Do you think this could be the first of possibly many in the future?
I'm hoping
live podcast, live editions.
Yeah.
I got the chat here. I have the chat there, so we can see you guys. I don't have alerts on, but I will be thanking anyone who resubscribes or subscribes at the end. And then also, I'm going to stream again later, but we wanted to make sure that we record the podcast and do it live, so that way we could, like, talk to you guys. It's kind of like we're sitting down to have, like, tea.
Yeah, but then we didn't go back to Starbucks, but it's fine.
We're gonna go to Starbucks. Like, cheers.
We are. Cheers.
Tea time with our water.
Hydration. I was on airplanes all day, so like I gotta rehydrate.
Yeah, I wasn't. I slept in, and it was awesome.
I got up when you probably went to bed last night.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 2. When did you wake up?
Woke up at 1:30 your time. So
Central?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Because it was 3:30 my time.
You're crazy. So we'll try to read the chat a lot here. And I don't know, this is kind of a weird setup we have. I put this is my kitchen table. I put it in my setup room just because I feel like if I would have had to set up a laptop and my lighting out there. So I thought this was just easier way to do it. But yeah, we had a couple questions on Twitter that you guys let us know about, and then, like I said, we'll be looking at the chat.
Wait 1 second here. Lost in Minnesota. Hey, F Gustav Cannon. Look.
Yeah.
When you can drop 30 with a sniper in Gustav Cannon, you'd love it too.
Shit bad people say. That's like...
But it's not bad if I'm dropping 30 bombs with a sniper.
I'm just saying that it's not the most skillful map.
It's not, but it's this sniper haven, and if snipers don't like it, it means that there's just a better sniper on the map.
I mean,
and I'm not good.
I agree with that to an extent. I think it's one of the worst maps COD has made since like Downturn and Modern Warfare 3.
No way.
Yeah. Did you even play Modern Warfare 3?
Not much, because I was still too busy rocking like BO1.
You played Black Ops 1
that was my
of MW3?
Well, no, because like I wasn't like super into games back then, so like I got Black Ops 1 for free, and it was like my first online game because like when I worked at HMV, there was a bunch of these like 2-day Xbox Live trials that we were supposed to give out with Halo Reach, but everybody forgot to give them out, so somebody was just like, you're the only person here with an Xbox, take all of them. So it was my first adventure into online gaming was Black Ops 1, so I just played that forever, and then somebody got me MW2.
That explains
and I played,
so much.
I figured.
That explains so much.
Yeah, and like I played some MW2, but then I still preferred BO1. And just because more people were playing it, I guess, at the time. And then Black Ops 2 came out, and I got that, and like I never touched anything else again after Black Ops 2 for like a long time.
Damn, yeah, I love Black Ops 2. There's still, to this day, it's not a better Call of Duty.
Agreed. We can agree on that.
Hell yeah. We can high five.
Yeah, we can. We can't do it loud because they'll scream.
Yeah, if we like slam our phone on the table, you will hear it. And so we are making an effort to not do that.
Yeah.
Aftermath from Black Ops 2 was really bad too. That explains your noobness. Damn, they're calling you a noob.
I am a noob. Then it doesn't matter though, because even if I'm not a noob, I'm still bad at games. Like, actually, I'm not too bad at World War II though.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Like every once in a while, I have maps where I'm like, oh Jesus. But like, there's nights where I'm like, people are like, wow, you're actually like doing good, and I'm like,
hey,
that's why I got the hoodie.
Oh, it's the power.
It doesn't.
The
Pomage power. No, like the more I played H1, the worse I got at it. So I don't want to talk about that.
I noticed that, like. No offense, but I would come in your stream and you're just constantly running. I'm like, she's just running everywhere. And then looting, and then running. And then you would get a kill. I would get mad hype when you get a kill.
But then I just couldn't find people sometimes.
Yeah, but then you're just running. Like, it's hard when you land, like, far away on the game. I haven't played H1 and, like... I went from being, like, obsessed with H1 to, like, not playing it at all.
I played it a little bit the other day. Alyssa, stop. It's trashing me in the chat, Alyssa, but I was playing H1 a little bit the other day because some people were like, oh, we miss you playing that, and like I do still enjoy it, but it's just like they changed the guns so much that it gets so annoying.
The last time I tried to go back and play it, like the recoil of the AR was totally different, and like there was all this new shit, and I was like, man, I get that they're trying to like compete, I guess, with PUBG, and now Fortnite is just huge.
Yeah, I know.
It's free. I think because
it's free and console.
And it's BR and it's multi-platform. So Fortnite's killing it. It's also a really unique game. I haven't gotten too much into it. Like, I felt like I was decent at it like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
But now I feel like if I were to go back and play, like, people have probably played so much of it by now that I'm like, shit. So.
I know. I gotta go back. Actually, it was because of 10 that I went back to H1 specifically, because I would have been fine to continue playing World War II, but 10 was like, I miss H1. And I was like, oh, 10, I will stream early, and I'll play H1 just for you and your British butt.
There you go.
Sup, Jen?
Someone
Sup, Gilly?
Someone asked us, what do you think of rank play? Have you played it?
Not yet, but I've just kind of seen what people are talking. Stop, Ashley. I can't, like, okay.
They don't have Gustav Cannon in the
But no, I don't care about that. But all I do is look at the chat. So, like, there's literally games of Call of Duty where I'm literally just running and, like, staring at the chat, talk to the chat, and I'm dying. So, like, I feel like I'm not focused enough on the game to, like, really get into rank play on stream.
Whenever I do, like, competitive, like, GBs or, like, rank play, I still respond to the chat, but it is a lot harder, especially if you're communicating with people you're playing with. It is a lot harder to talk to the chat.
For me personally, I like to because I'm not great at games, so, like, I'm not impressing anybody with my skills. I'm not impressing anybody, so I just like to talk to people, so I put that first. That's just me, though. Like, you're actually good at games.
I don't know. Like, I'm a nerd. Like, I don't know what it is, and maybe this is why I stick to Call of Duty. Like, I'll play other games, but I can't, like, commit to them the same way I commit to Call of Duty. And I think it's because I am okay at it. I'm decent at it. And then I'm just a competitive person by nature. Like, in anything, I like to win, and I like to compete, or I like to be better. And so if I get into, like a lot of people are like, you should play Rainbow Six, and I'm like, I know what's gonna happen if I try to play that game. I'm gonna get addicted to it because I have to be good at it. Otherwise I don't enjoy being bad at the game.
I don't enjoy being bad. That's why there's, like, I'll have days where I'm like, F this, I can't do this. Like, it's literally like I spawn in the map, I die, like, I can't do this. Yeah. So, like, in Call of Duty, it's a little bit easier. You just leave, go into a different map, whatever match, it's fine. But, like, when H1 you're having a bad day, it's like, you know, like a minute before you get into another game, it's like, nope, we're switching. It's a
long way too. Yeah. And I was that way with H1 for a while. Like, I was addicted to H1 because I wanted to be good at it. I wanted to get what's the higher one? Royalty, and
then there's Master, which is green.
Lame. I think that they changed the game too much fast to accommodate PUBG. Yeah. I think PUBG was too good, too fast. It explains a lot of the weirdest. And now there's, like, 3 major BR games, really.
Yeah, there is.
I would say the H1's the lower one on the totem pole. And not that H1 was the first BR game, but...
No, not at all. Well, it's not the first, but it was definitely the biggest that came out, like, really quickly. You know, like, it grew really fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think. Someone asked on Twitter, with Scorch, I think, first impression upon meeting.
Yeah. It's pretty chill.
Like, I'm really cool in person, right?
Yeah,
like,
really cool. You were like, I'm going to show you cool places. And then you're like, it's cold. I showed you a wall.
Yeah, I did. I literally took her to a wall, bro.
We went and looked at a Christmas tree, and it was moving, and Ashley wasn't aware of the fact that I'm like, it's moving. You're like, oh yeah, the ornaments are moving. I'm like, no, like the tree. There's something in the tree.
I thought it was a squirrel.
I thought it was an animal, and then a guy was like, hey.
Yeah,
and I
was like, a dude, like, in this.
Oh, there's a dude, and it was like, I'm fixing the tree.
We're like, oh.
All right. It was great.
But no, I feel like because we've done the podcast, I'd say we're pretty comfortable with each other. Like, I'm not really nervous to meet anybody. Except Lady Gaga. Dude, do you want to go to the Lady Gaga concert tomorrow?
There's a Lady Gaga concert tomorrow? Yeah. Like, here?
Yeah.
Do you not have tickets?
No.
How do you not have tickets?
Because I was just going to, like, day up, see if there's a cheap pair or something. Just fucking do it. See if it's a good idea or not.
Oh, man.
I know.
D-Lance is telling us to stop kicking the table.
Sorry. I'm a fidgeter.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably making a noise?
Yeah, would be my guess.
Sorry.
We'll try.
We have, like, this. I didn't know how to do 2 mics. I don't even have 2 mics. And I didn't know how to do it all professional. This is pretty impromptu. Mm-hmm. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because we've talked on the podcast so much. I'm just really not nervous to meet anybody.
Same.
And I just feel comfortable, so I was immediately like, oh hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, come here, I gotta get a package.
Yeah, it was great.
And yeah, so and then chill. We went. Where'd we go? I took her to a restaurant. The Village Burger.
Village
Bar,
Burger,
I think is what it's called.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I liked it. It was cool. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good
They
vibes.
always play good music in there. And then I showed it was really cold. It's like 40 degrees in Texas today, so there wasn't like a lot of like cool walking around stuff that we could do. It was more like...
Yeah, it was pretty gross out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was like windy too, which was making it worse. And so we were like, F it, we'll just go do this
instead. Which is good, because like we ended up pretty much starting right around when we wanted to anyway.
Dude, yeah, it's already 2:30.
Yeah,
We've
so
already been here for like...
I've been here
2
since...
or 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I got here...
Does not feel like
No,
that
I know.
long.
Like, I got here around 11:30 or something.
Yeah. So you came into town for MLG Dallas.
Yes, I did.
This weekend. And it's gonna snow in Louisiana tomorrow. God damn. That's crazy. I'm trying to look at the chat as much as I can, guys. I can see it there. I think it's actually easier to see over there.
Yeah.
Kind of. If you see me like...
Yeah, we're just like, we're looking.
The chat. I have chat here.
Your sister's getting sassy in the chat.
Usually. It was like 40 degrees though and windy, which
yeah,
is actually
like,
really cold for this time
as
of
a
year
Canadian
in
can
Texas.
confirm, it's like pretty chilly for the way the rest of the weekend's shaping out. Like today is unusually cold for like how the next couple days are supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a weird day. But yeah, it should be better. Usually like lately it's been like 50s, 60s. So it's really nice. Yeah, it's super nice. I don't know how warm that is in Celsius though.
The only ones I'm like really good at remembering, I just know that like 103 Fahrenheit is something like 30 something where I am. So
what? How? Oh wait, isn't it the higher it goes, the more the spread is?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I didn't pay attention in school on that day.
I literally only knew because like it was so hot the entire time I was in Vegas. So I was like, it's 104 degrees at midnight, and then I had to like convert it, and I was like, oh my god, it's like 30 something degrees, and it's midnight. It's pitch black out, and it's still like 100 plus degrees.
How is that possible if the sun's not out? Like,
I don't know.
What is retaining the heat?
I don't know. No one could explain it to me, and I'm like, what? That's why Vegas is legitimately the entrance to hell.
It's like a bubble.
Carrot Top lives there permanently. You can drink outside, you smoke inside.
What do you got against Carrot Top?
Just the same thing the rest of the world does.
Yo, what up, Chad? 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius. Yeah, so it was 40.
Yeah.
So it was 8 degrees above freezing outside.
Well, dang.
Today. We are talking about the weather on the podcast. Holy shit. If you guys have any topics, put in the chat. Otherwise, someone asked if you did rank play. You said no. What was it like? Meeting for your first time? Cool. Man, just chill. Oh yeah, what are you in town for? The Dallas event? Are you shooting anything? Are you just here for a good time? What's your play here?
I'm trying to like hustle a lot this weekend. There's like some stuff I'm trying to do that I can't really talk about. Or like not specifically that I'm doing, but just stuff I should talk about.
Right.
And
like, secret shit.
Secret disappointing shit. But SOAR actually has a team competing now. We have Mochilla and some other people.
I was like, you keep mentioning Mochilla. Like, is that the only person I would know on this
I think so.
Is it like S&D people?
No, it's like I'm like totally blanking.
Top amateur players.
Top amateur. Either way, it's we picked up a team, so I'm sure somebody in the chat's gonna be like, it's these people,
and I'll be like, wow, I know all of those guys.
Yeah. But we actually have a team competing. They're going through open bracket, obviously. So they were trying to get me a media badge. Like, there's like 3 people trying to get me a media, including myself, trying to get a media badge. So I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm still gonna get footage. Then
I think you will. I mean, I know a guy, but I feel like the people that you asked have a better...
It's just a matter of them remembering.
History.
Just a matter of them remembering,
Girl, they'll remember you.
Okay. But it's good. So we'll try to do that. And there's like a couple of like personal, like there's a series thing I want to kind of work on there that I just kind of engage people at the event. So if you guys are going to Dallas and you see me, I'm probably going to be doing like random like trivia, like optic trivia. And then if you get
do you have the trivia questions? Because I will ace.
I don't have, I have a handful of them picked out, but I was going to ask you for some. Like you can't, like what if you got one wrong?
I won't.
Okay, I believe it. But I'm going to do like a handful of optic trivia, and then if somebody gets, whoever gets them all right first, I'll buy you an optic shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just off your own.
Yeah, might as well.
Just awesomeness.
Yeah, awesomeness.
Awesomeness.
Or like, I guess if there's like a different shirt there you want, like if you want a MiDNiTE shirt, if there's MiDNiTE shirts there, you know.
There's hoodies now, Amanda.
Are they there?
Yeah.
Are they going to be at the event?
I don't know if they're going to be at the event. They should be.
Okay, if they're not, but they're online?
Yes.
Fuck, I'm going to get one.
Facto.
Ashley, why don't you tell me post-haste? I've been waiting for months.
I put it on Twitter. You don't have my notifications on,
I've
dude,
been
or
traveling.
what?
Actually, I have
true.
no notifications on for Twitter. I shut all that off. I only
Oh.
see stuff when I go on.
What? Are you, like, shutting down social media?
No, I've
So, like,
never
if
had...
I reply to your tweet, you don't get a pop?
I shut all that off because I'm always like, I don't know, my battery conservation and my data
Oh,
conservation
true. Oh,
and
I thought
stuff,
it was like a mental, like,
No.
I need to unplug, man.
No, it's not like that at all. No, it's definitely not like that. I just don't have the notifications on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant, like, literally, like, every time I tweet, you would get, like, a thing.
Yeah, I don't have that for anybody. So it's not just a you thing. It's like I literally just don't have that on because I'm like really paranoid about wasting my data.
I'm still taking it personally.
Damn.
Yeah. That's messed up. Like, what if I have to... Wait, you always respond right away, though. You're lying.
No.
Because I DM you, like,
Nope.
hey,
No,
so-and-so
I
for the
swear to God, have you
podcast.
noted, like, there's no notifications on my screen right now. There's not a single, but then I'm going to go here and I'm going to go into my Twitter and there's definitely going to be alerts. Like, give it a second to load. Really? Are you going to do this? Did nobody say anything to me? Oh, no. No, yeah, 13. There's 13 notifications and not a single one of them's on my screen.
Look how many I have.
Ashley, we can't all be an optic celebrity.
Verify. Dude, last week when we had Rachel on, you called me. You said I was celebrity level, and I cringed really hard. I was like, no. Like, I watched
Sorry.
myself cringe back.
You're a celebrity to me.
I missed the chat, though. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go see what's going on here.
D-Lance said, not top Amstrike, BL Fire, Moach, Sinful, and Mir.
Thank you, D-Lance.
Those are technically amateur players. But yeah,
they're
Moach has been around the block. Miracles, Call of Duty champion.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Definitely former pro players.
Yeah.
Where's the Chipotle? I actually have to like bike to a Chipotle or just have Postmates bring it to me.
I love Chipotle.
I don't have a car.
I love Chipotle.
Team no car.
I actually have a car, so I'm not going to do that.
I took her to a restaurant. She said every time she comes to America, she just does like fast food and stuff. So
Yeah, not
I took
always.
her to like actual food.
Yeah, it's not always. It just usually, like, when you first come to America, you just want to go to the places that you just hear people talk about.
What fast food do you have around you? In your
Uh,
town? Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons,
Okay.
McDonald's,
Yuck.
Burger King,
Yuck.
Wendy's.
Yeah, I went the Nuggets.
See, I prefer the McNuggets, but I know that they're terrible. I'm weird. I don't like any nuggets other than... I only like McDonald's fries and I only like McDonald's nuggets, but they also make me feel like crap, so it's like a lose-lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
The
you
only
have,
thing
like-
I like from McDonald's is breakfast sandwich, but I feel like terrible the rest of the day if I eat that. Ruins my day.
We got like, do you guys have deluxe here? Like deluxe fish and chips? No, that's us. Okay. Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Domino's.
Domino's is fire. I don't care what anyone says.
I haven't had it in a while. I'd have to check. Do you guys have Greco? No? Okay, that's our pizza.
I'm going to tell you the best fast food places here.
Okay.
Chipotle.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's my favorite.
Panera Bread.
I've only been once and it was in Toronto.
Chick-fil-A.
Love
That's
Chick-fil-A.
the three. That's my three.
And those are
favorite.
usually my go-tos. Like I literally didn't go to the storehouse right away when I was in Atlanta because I went around the Atlanta airport to find Chipotle. Which worked out because then people were already coming. I didn't have to take an Uber because I got picked up.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
You wasted time for
I wasted
Chick-fil-A.
I wasted time for Chick-fil-A.
Nice. I think I do keep kicking the table. I'm so sorry, Chad, if you guys can hear us. Someone wants us to talk about Bitcoin. Are you into any cryptocurrency trading, anything like that?
I've been like trying to get into it, but it's like the best like coin to bank to use is like Coinbase, apparently, or it's one of them.
I feel like it is too late, especially with how high the price is.
But a week ago, everybody said that, and it's already gone up like $6,000 since then. So like, if you had done that last week,
if you can swing up that fast, you could swing down that fast.
Yeah, I'd still invest. I was going to, but like with Coinbase, if you're Canadian, you can't sell it.
Oh, fuck.
So it's like,
dude. So explain like I'm 5. If I wanted to buy one Bitcoin, it would cost me $15,000.
yes, you can buy portions though, so you could invest $100 into Bitcoin if you wanted. For like 1/1000th, it's like shroot bucks. 1/1000th of a dollar.
A shroot bug, dude. That's what I'd call it too.
Exactly,
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like there are better ways to invest your money at this point in time for me personally. So I wouldn't. It's just anything that swings up that fast can swing down that fast.
Oh,
I think.
absolutely.
But I've seen like people saying like, yeah, in like 5 years it's gonna be like instead of 15,000, it's gonna be like $1 million.
But like that's the thing. Like 5 years ago, when it was $200, I thought it was too late, and like now it's like you know.
Now I
it's
feel like I should. You know, I seen someone tweet that they bought like 15,000 Bitcoin when it cost $2.87 per, and so now that person's like.
Some guy spent like $10, or somebody bought pizza with Bitcoin and like would have been a millionaire now.
Yeah.
If he had kept that.
That's
also,
crazy.
somebody asked what part of Canada I'm from. East Coast, New Brunswick. And yeah, I know that it's Toronto. I know I say Toronto. Or Toronto. Toronto. Yeah. East Coast. Let's see. Watch the shit drop and you waste money. That would suck. That's the thing. If you're going to invest in anything, don't invest anything you're not willing to lose.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to the casino. I went to the casino the other day.
How was that adventure, Ashley?
It was short. I mean, I only went in there with $40, just cause.
Just for fun? I did the same thing in Vegas, and it was gone in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude. The dealer was just really hot. Like, he was getting 20 and 21, like, consistently. I was like, this shit's rigged. Like, I bet the dealer counts how many people are at the table and puts it into their little bullshit card shuffler, and boom, I'm sucked.
You're sucked.
I know.
It sucks. I only ever do roulette. I need to learn how to play the card
How
games.
do you just walk up to it and you're like, put me there?
Well, yeah,
And
that
then
was
they
the
roll
thing.
it?
Basically, you have to wait until they're done rolling, and then you give them the money. Then they give you chips, and then there's rules like in Vegas. It has to be at least a minimum of a $10 bet, and you can put it on anything. You need to put it on black or red or a specific number. And then if it lands on that number, you get more. If you just pick black or red, it just doubles. So if you put like $10 on black and it lands on black, you get $20.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing good. And then the guy next to me was all like, yo, like I'm having real good luck. Like just trust me. And he was like a high roller. He had like these fat stacks. And I was like, I'm in Vegas for the first time ever. So I did it and then I lost my money. But it was like $20.
And then he like slid you his key card and was
No. I think they thought I was like, they asked for my ID, so I think they thought that I was like freshly old enough to be there. So,
dude, they did not ask to see my ID for the first time.
Amazing.
At the casino, and I was like, wow, I am old. This sucks.
Sucks.
I mean, I look younger, right? Definitely, I'm 23.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. I do see people like resubbing and stuff. Like I said at the beginning, I will give y'all shout outs at the end also, because it is just way too. I can't even see it on.
Yeah,
mobile,
I see people asking about me, and Amanda, thank you for giving them the fill in on who I am. Thank you.
God bless.
Yeah. God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
If you guys are interested in future episodes of the podcast, we do upload them to my YouTube. And like we've been saying for like a year, I'm going to get them on iTunes, man, okay? I'm working on it. The fact that I have to like transfer it into something that I don't know how to do is I just have been too lazy to look up how to do it exactly. So I'm going to do it. And I gotta have some graphics made, and then we could start climbing the iTunes.
It's true, because like I have friends who have the most inconsistent podcast, and they have theirs on SoundCloud and iTunes, and it's called.
Dude, it costs money on SoundCloud. And
I know, and I'm like, why?
Bitch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know why they're investing in it. I'm like, I'm glad you guys are investing in your futures. You're losing money.
I mean, I don't do the podcast for money, but yeah, it's just I think iTunes is the most widely
absolutely
used way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Do you guys have a Sonics here, Ashley?
Yeah,
somebody else?
I've seen them.
Cool.
We also have them in Minnesota.
Neat.
They're okay. I don't really like them.
All I know is Sonic. You can get vanilla Coke, which I love.
I love vanilla Pepsi.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, of course. I do mean I would only ever consume Pepsi products.
Yeah, right. You're snorting G Fuel on the daily, dude.
Yeah, we're good.
That's gross, dude.
No, it's fine.
You don't like Sonic either? Me neither.
Who wins MLG Dallas? Optic? I mean, Soar.
Yeah, right? What is wrong with you? You traitor.
No, I'm like, let's be real here. I think Soar has a good chance of like making it out of pool play, but
you think so?
I think that Optic's gonna.
I'm pretty
sure.
They've
been dominant. They've been dominant.
This event is the most I believe, the most teams that have ever come to an MLG Open bracket.
It's not surprising because, like, the hype for this game is ridiculous. Like, it's crazy how many teams are even going into the 2Ks and stuff that they've literally had to restructure the way the 2Ks work.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's insane.
I think it's a good sign. The more that I've played ranked play, I am a little disappointed in World War II's maps. Most of them are not made for competitive.
I've noticed that. And that's probably why I've kind of stuck away from some of the competitive stuff.
Like, the best 2 competitive maps is London Docks is good for all game modes. And then St. Marie's cool for Hardpoint, but not really for Surge.
No.
And Ardennes Forest is pretty good, but it's super, like, one-sided at times. So it's really weird. I feel like I wish there were better maps.
And maybe some will come, but then if new ones do, it'll never be competitive because, like, the new maps that come out never make it to competitive play.
Yeah, they haven't since AW, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Optic chokes a lot? Nah.
No.
Optic has won the most events in the last, like, 3
Yeah, I feel like people look at things like the 2016, like the Black Ops 3 champs, and they try to say that judges them as a whole. But if you look at how they went into that event, they were dominant that entire season.
Yeah, and
you
then
know, like
Advanced Warfare,
they were like really
back and forth.
Yeah, them and
won
FaZe.
The most.
They won the most, but then I think FaZe was really strong the second half of AW. Like FaZe really. I just remember that.
Yeah, I think
but
I remember
still,
that too.
Optic was like pretty tough, and they're doing good here. I don't necessarily think it's a choking thing. I just think it's IW especially was so finicky that like very like new exploits would pop up, and then like certain teams would just figure out a play style that other people weren't familiar with, and they would just like take over that. Like there's no consistency. Like one day like Luminosity would be the top team, then the next event they played at they were like dead last.
It was super weird.
Yeah.
IW was one of the weirdest seasons, but OG still
they
consistently won.
Dude, that final, that champs,
dude,
that was so hyped to see that live.
Yeah,
really imagine good. Who could miss that.
Yeah, not me,
not Ashley.
Hey man, I came to this event. I moved down 2 months earlier just to come here, dude.
Yeah.
It's actually sick that I live here because I could just go and leave whenever I want. Like, I'm going to still be able to stream the days that I go. That's
really lucky.
I know. I'm going to... Dude, guys, this is poor podcast material, but after this, we're going to go get some coffee, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to play rank play, and Amanda's like, I will chill with you while you do that.
Yeah, and like read the chat and stuff, and like talk to people.
Your friend, well, she was on the podcast last week.
Yeah, Rachel.
Sivers. Yeah, she's coming in later.
Yeah, she doesn't land until 6.
She's the one with the hotel. But I was like, yo, Amanda, I'm trying to stream tomorrow. But at the same time, chill with you.
Yeah, so and I was like, I don't mind if you stream, and if you don't mind if I awkwardly hang out behind you, like, we good.
Awkwardly hang out, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Also, just a reminder, guys, thank you for all the resubs. She'll thank you all at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, I got you guys. Optic could win 90% of the events, play second at champs, and people would still say they're not the best team in the world.
Yeah, and that's like, I feel like that's a combination. Like, I feel like because Optic has such hype fans, like people that don't support Optic get annoyed with them at the event. So anytime they can take them down, they do. And then Optic fans are so passionate that if Optic doesn't perform well, some of them get like super.
Oh, dude, it's nuts. Like they were trying to drop Karma last year.
Yeah, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Players on the team.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I understand now, like, why Nadeshot had such a hard time with that back in the day, because I don't know if you remember, because you came in to competitive, like, around AW.
I came in, like, right around when Nadeshot retired.
Oh.
But I watched a lot of that stuff, like, right when he was transitioning to, like, moving and stuff is when I started watching Nadeshot, so I got a lot of, like, I could tell.
Ever since, like, Modern Warfare 3, when he left and then came back, he was this scapegoat for everything.
Yeah, I read the Optic book, so he goes over that quite a bit and all that.
I felt really bad for him, like, at the time that it was happening, because, you know, it is a team game at the end of the day. You're only, like, as strong as the way you work together, right?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
The way you work together is key, and so I think that he got, like, a really bad rap, like, when he competed because of that. Like, he was under so much pressure that I think it probably didn't even help him. It definitely didn't help him win the pressure. So, I mean, I felt for him the whole time that was going on, because I would see the stuff they would say in his chats or on his Twitter. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Guys are crazy on the internet, man.
Yeah. But he's doing good now. He's got 100 Thieves is picking back up. They're picking up League and
dude, yeah.
They're
Optic
got
got
investors.
A league spot too.
Yeah, everybody's killing it.
Does anybody have any idea what's going on in League of Legends? Like
no,
literally when you watch it?
Okay, I have a vague idea of what goes on in League of Legends because I had to edit a bunch of Smite videos and it's like the same idea.
Okay, so it's like you're killing... I don't even want to go.
It's basically like there's
So
different
confusing to me.
positions. Like you have like junglers, mid laners, solo laners, and it's just basically you have to like attack different... I don't know if this is how League works specifically, but you have to attack different like things on each side to try to take...
AI, right?
Yeah, some of them are AI, and then
get
some of
that
them you have to
part.
battle. That's how you build up like your different like points and
Like
stuff.
you're farming?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, you build up like different
And so
things.
is it like you're killing the other person or you're just killing things?
You
to get
will
points?
eventually get to the point where you're killing other people, but when you start off, it's like a map, and you'll start off where there's areas where there's AI characters that you
So
have to
you're trying
take
to, like,
out.
power yourself up for
Exactly,
battle?
and then it gets to the point where you take on other people, and then you're trying to take... I know in like in Smite, it's like the Golden Fury. You get points for taking stuff like that down. I don't know how League works, but...
I was trying to watch like Dota too, and I was like...
Yeah, they're not my types of games.
no
I just have
idea.
like I had to learn to figure out what was like. Okay, so I realized that the caster is screaming very excited right now. So whatever just happened on screen is good. So then I'm
Yeah.
like, I understand what's happening now. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I was lost, dude.
Yeah.
And I still am. I mean, I'm trying to get the hang of it though, because we have a team now, and I'm trying to like understand at least
No, I feel it.
the bare essentials of what's going on.
Yeah.
Dude, there was one thing I did have in mind for a topic, but I totally forgot it.
Of course you did.
I'm pro. Chad, if you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Amanda is quite knowledgeable about League of Legends. Consider me shook.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, in the chat, they're gonna... Alyssa, so Demonic Eclipse and Cohen Swift are gonna say sassy things to me. We'll just let it slide.
Don't neg Amanda. That's my friend. I'll kill you dead.
Yo, what's up, Vitter?
You're trying to reach Super Saiyan so you can beat the... I don't know what that word is of the other team.
Freezes?
Freezers?
Oh, they're trying to
Freezers.
say you're trying to basically when you're playing League of Legends, you're trying to like get to the point of it that you're Super Saiyan. You're trying to build up your energy and all of your like your mana and whatever. I don't know if it's called mana. Don't shoot me on that. So they get to the point that you can go Super Saiyan like in Dragon Ball Z, so you can beat Frieza. But it's not Frieza. It's the Golden Fury. And
I have never watched Dragon Ball Z in my life.
Can everybody take a break on me and go on her now?
Yeah, right? Say sassy shit to me, dude.
It's okay. You're probably not missing that much. What's up, Trevor?
I haven't been to the offices yet.
Damn it, Veronica. Amanda actually has friends. Wow.
Roasted.
Hey.
Dude, we should do a roast. Not right now, but we're going to do a roast.
Yeah, we're going to do a
one
roast
day. We were
off.
talking about
It's going to
it
be good.
when we went out to eat.
Hey, look, it's Rachel.
I don't even know. Dude, Rachel, where are you?
It's Assovers. She's probably
You're
at the airport.
supposed to be here.
I think she's at the airport because it would be 4 o'clock. Her flight should leave in 14 minutes.
Yeah, are you at the gate?
Are you
better
on
be
your
at the
plane?
gate, Rachel. Where you at?
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel. I'm so disappointed, Ashley. I'm sorry, man. I feel like I was too old.
No, you weren't.
No?
No.
Because we're the
not.
same age.
We're not the same age, but we're close
How do you
enough.
saying we're the same age,
We're not
dude?
the same age. You're not born the same year.
Are you a year old? Younger than me?
I don't
You're
know
2
my
years,
age.
3 years younger, 5 years younger.
I'm an enigma. I'm like Edward Cullen.
No.
How old have I been?
Don't you have an age that you just cut off? Like mine's 23. I'm just always 23
No,
now.
literally, I have a command in my chat called age. So sometimes I'm like 10, sometimes I'm 137.
There you go.
Yeah, but either way,
Wait, what'd she say? I'll be there soon.
to bless you all with my presence. Mom, you have my mom all up in tissy, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel, I heard you're coming here for business. Anyway, we're getting off track.
Yeah.
We're getting off track. I'm pissed that I can't remember this one.
Topic.
Oh, it was Al Franken. Did you hear? Well, I actually probably don't follow U.S. politics too much, but he resigned today, and he was a longtime senator for the state that I'm from, Minnesota. He's a Democrat there, but he got accused of just sexual harassment. I'm not going to say that sexual harassment is minor, but he got accused by multiple different people over a long course of time for doing similar types of things, like grabbing a butt during a picture.
Gotta love it.
Kind of grazing a chest or something like that, or just being inappropriate and trying to kiss girls when it's maybe the signal isn't there to do that.
Dang.
And yeah, so he resigned today over it, which was pretty surprising because he is a long time like senator, person of the government, and
it's probably the best thing he can do for his reputation, though, is just to gracefully just bow out.
I think that's a good idea for sure, but also like, and it seems to be the theme about, you know, what's happening right now. Like everyone's kind of speaking up, like male, female. You know, I even saw like there was one female who spoke up about another female.
Yeah,
who, like, do you know what I'm talking
about?
Yeah,
I do, because I can't remember her name.
Too. I forgot both of their names.
Hang on,
I am a great podcast.
I totally forgot their names, but like it's like they're singers. And one of them's like slightly
some, like,
Melanie
YouTube,
something.
Yeah, and like Katie.
Yeah, hang on, I'm looking up.
Jackie.
Nope, I don't think.
Trisha,
Melanie. Why people are freaking out about Melanie Martinez? Is it Melanie Martinez?
Yeah,
Melanie Martinez, and I can't remember the other girl's name right now. But yeah, like, Melanie Martinez.
I mean, it's just crazy the amount of stuff that's coming forward, which is amazing. I think that if you are, you know, done wrong and harassed or you know, something inappropriate, especially from someone like in a position of power, like a person who's a government official or someone who's above you at your job, or like someone this happens on all levels.
Yeah, like it even happens in the stream community. Like like
we heard about that too, and it's one of the smaller
the metaphor gaming is just got really taken down for that, and a lot
like
of
that girl made so many paragraphs.
Yeah, and it was 3 different girls put out 3 different, and one of them was like severely underage when it was all going down, and like
that's no bueno.
They posted like conversations, so it's not just he said she said, it's like you can literally see the conversations going back and forth, and like the stuff that he's saying to a underage girl. And
well, it's weird too, like, because when you go to an event as a streamer, you could have people, you know, that are interested in you or interested in talking to you, whether it's on that level or not, and some people don't handle that correctly.
Yeah, no, for
sure.
Like
you have to, like, I don't know, it's almost like there's a barrier for me anyway. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like say this in a way that makes sense.
No,
like,
I get it. Also, yeah, D-Lance, that it's Timothy something or something Timothy. Was her name, was the other girl's name.
Her name is Timothy?
Yeah, I remember when I was
a sick name
when I was listening to the video, I kept being like Timothy, and I was like, "Oh, okay." But
I think so too. Yeah, it was crazy, and they were like friends.
Yeah,
and, like,
they
her
were
friend
friends,
raped her or something.
yeah, basically, and that's what I mean. Sometimes, put it this way: if you're in a position of power over somebody, you have to be like extra careful to try to see if the other person, because like there's different. Obviously, if it's like a streamer level and somebody's like a bigger streamer and you're smaller and you're worried that you not reciprocating for them, they're gonna like take down your career. That puts you on different playing fields, but that's like a minor one. But then you have stuff like you get a job and your boss starts flirting with you and you literally feel like you will lose your job if you don't deal with it right.
Rent if I say no, and that can happen between males and females. Like
exactly.
A female boss doing it to a male,
and like the boss might not do that or might even think that, but it's just because there's that power dynamic, you're never on that even playing field. So like I feel like if you are in the position of power, you need to be like super super careful, or not even like.
Yeah, or even like as a peer, like if another streamer, and I'm a streamer, and if another streamer who is way bigger than me was like, you know, like you're saying, like inappropriate, I would feel more guarded than I would if it was just someone who's not a peer. You know?
Absolutely.
So I'm like, well, if I say something, you know, is this guy gonna badmouth me to all my other peers, or how does that work? You know, so it's really like, I don't know why people do that. I don't get it. I don't get why, if you're in a position of power, you would be like, all right,
because that's
let's screw this up.
Because some people
use it.
It's not even that. It's just like, I'm in a position of power. This means that like people want me. I can use it.
Untouchable, maybe.
Yeah, you feel untouchable, and that's why some people get in those. That's how some people get in those positions, because they're willing to do that to people, and they're willing to exert that influence over other people. And like there's people that I know who do it that like I'm just basically waiting for someone to finally expose them. And there's people like, it's, you have to be, I tweeted about it, and I'm probably gonna make a video about it, but like be very, I say this as both of us being streamers, but like be very wary of the people that you look up to on the internet, and like how they approach you and how they communicate with you. Like I'm not doing anything.
We are assholes.
Yeah, we're assholes. No, like we're not, like I'm not trying to use anybody or like take advantage of people, but there are people that do that.
I think that most people are
fine.
genuinely meaning well and good people, and I've met so many great people through this. But the bad ones get heard more because it's like,
true.
Wow, they did this.
Like,
you know?
people
so
will manipulate situations
Yeah.
and manipulate your emotions. Like, I've seen people literally say things like, oh, I made up this story so I could get more donations one day because I wanted to buy a t-shirt. And I was like, are you kidding me?
You wild dude.
Like, what do you mean you did that? And I was like, oh yeah, I just really wanted this shirt. And I was like, so like that's like low scale compared to some things, but like I know your parents tell you that the internet is a breeding ground for predators, but it really is. And I feel like Twitch kind of helps break that barrier between like, your content creators and feeling on a more personal level with them. And a lot of people are out there just to like take advantage of that. So be careful.
It's not good. I think that you have to be careful, especially as if you are a streamer, and not that like I feel like I have any power over anybody really. I mean, I kind of keep to myself most ways, but like you have to be careful about like what you say to people because it could be taken the wrong way, or it could be like you feel like, I don't know, you're just more prone to like those kinds of interactions where they could say, oh well, MiDNiTE told me this, I can't believe it, and then it gets out and it's just like not a good look. And so now like with all these people like kind of speaking up, I think it's just a really good thing. I think it keeps people in check. And I think that people that are like, if you're a guy or a girl who's like, oh man, am I gonna be next? I'm on my toes now. It's like, well, just don't be a piece of shit.
Exactly.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah, like the people that are coming forward now and getting hit now, like they're people who are doing things that are like really, really terrible. Like, the average person shouldn't be worried about that. Like, yeah, sure, people might have situations where they were like, oh, I really misconstrued that situation. I thought that, like we went out for coffee once and I thought that like we were...
Oh, yeah. There's a difference between like, oh man, I read the signals wrong. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't mean to upset you. Yeah. Whereas it's like, hey, come here, you know? Like that kind of is way different. Yeah,
and like reading signals wrong can be like, because like for example, it is never okay just to be like, okay, well, we had coffee once, she's trying to, she or he is trying to get back into their house. I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna make a move. Like I'm gonna like grope them. I'm gonna like make out with them. I'm gonna make out with them. Like you gotta. Honestly, it might sound stupid and not romantic, but it's okay to ask people. It's like, it would be okay if I gave you a goodbye kiss, and if they're not into it, they're gonna say no, and if they are, then they say yes, and it's fine.
That never happened to me.
No, so but I took a law class, and they were literally like, like literally every step. Anytime you start doing something new, you're supposed to technically ask, is this okay, so that they can reconsent, because that's the situation with Stallone. That's how he's getting in trouble, because she consented to having sex with him, not the other guy, but. It's a weird thing. Wait,
what happened?
Did you not hear about that situation? I don't have the full, I can't remember the full.
Sylvester Stallone? What'd he do?
He was like, I might get this wrong because I didn't go super, super, super in depth in it, so I don't know if I want to say it, but it was true. Like, this
is powered down stats and news.
So they'll correct us.
Yeah, we'll get it live.
But like from what I remember when I was reading it was basically that he was engaging in relations with a girl, and then he like invited someone else in as a third, and she said that she was not okay with that, but felt like she couldn't speak up while it was happening.
See, that's a little... and that's where like there's a thin line, because even with these two girls that we just were talking about, the girl allegedly she said no, but the other girl said she didn't say no. Yeah. So she thought it was okay.
Yeah, but sometimes
I've never asked.
Well, sometimes
I'm nervous. Well, like I never asked her, man. It just was like a mutual thing.
Yeah. Well, see, sometimes like obviously sometimes like if they're taking off your clothing
if it's being
too,
reciprocated. Like you're not like, wait a minute, let me get my contract. Will you consent? Yeah. You can't do that. But like, I think I don't know.
It's just I feel like it is tough, but like I feel like it just if you get the feeling that like the other person might not be okay with it, you should probably just stop.
I've never had that happen, but I feel like I would know when to not. Yeah, I would hope. No, I'm nervous.
No, that's what I mean. But that's because like it's just like
it could be as simple as being like, is this okay?
Yeah, that's
or
it.
Like
that's it. You don't have to be like, is it okay if I do this now?
Hello.
No, but
please turn around.
No, my law teacher was literally like I have been with the same like my fiance for 5 years, and I still ask at every stage. What? And I think it's just because like the law is so ingrained in her head.
No.
and her fiance's a dude, so it's like he's probably, and she like literally she will ask.
That's too far. I'm saying it. That's
no, it's
too
fine.
Far.
That's
I mean,
fine.
there might be people that are like, MiDNiTE, you're wrong. You should be fit. No,
that's like a little bit too far for sure.
Consenting to everything as you go. No.
You like at least, you know, but it's like at least
even
get
if
the
you're in
verbal
like a
consent.
monogamous relationship, you still have to be like, hey.
See,
at
that's
5:30 today, is it all right if I surprise you? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's where it can get a little bit like ridiculous. But obviously, if you're like, say you're at a part, like a lot of these things happen. Like, you know, I was at a social event, or I was on a date.
I think this is where you run into trouble when you don't know them that great. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to get too personal. I've never been with somebody I didn't know very well. So. Like,
yeah, same.
There's no issue. That's where I'm running into no issue.
Yeah.
But if it was like a party atmosphere.
Yeah, and you're like, you're making out on the couch and they're reciprocating, being like, they're really into the making out. That doesn't mean they're into like doing more than that.
Shebanging.
You know, that doesn't mean they're into like going to the next stage. Like sometimes people just want to make out on the couch, you know? Doesn't mean maybe they don't want to do something with you another time, but maybe they just want to know you a little bit better. Figure out your goals.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, it's just... I think that's more what she meant. Is like, just because somebody was, like, okay with, like, the kissing, maybe they're not okay with, like, going to a further part of that, you know? Like...
Man, this is why I don't go outside, because that is way too much work for me, dude.
I know. Well, it's just rough,
I would rather just play some ranked play, to be honest.
If a female runs her hand through my beard... Yeah, technically, that would be, like... That's, like... Can you imagine if a guy just went up to a girl and was, like... You have such soft skin.
Her face
yeah, like I know guys who literally like freak out if people go at their beards because like it's really common that girls just go at their beards. So technically, you could get really. It wouldn't be. I don't think it would be sexual harassment, but it would still be like it would technically count as bodily assault. Lady. Like, don't touch me.
F off, lady.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm really. I shouldn't say I'm glad that all this is happening because it's really sad.
No, I'm glad that people are coming forward.
I'm glad that their stories are being heard and taken seriously because...
Yeah, Time Person of the Year is the Silence Breakers.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Yep.
Did you see Trump's tweet about it before?
Yes, I did. And then they were like, that's not right. We don't do that.
Did you see my tweet?
I did. I liked it. And then somebody said, I'm going to unfollow you because you're getting too political.
Yeah, he did. I'm like...
What is wrong with you? Everybody's making a joke about this.
Everyone parodied his tweet because it was so ridiculous, Trump's tweet. And then he was like... I had some guys saying that I'm a liberal and all this stuff. I'm like, listen, I don't have time for you. Like,
yeah, no, it's not worth it.
Wrong.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
Don't care. But like, it's crazy, dude, how riled up people get on social media.
I know.
I don't get very riled up anymore on social media. I used to go off. Dude.
There's certain people. You know, the most angry I've been in a comment lately is when I made a video on Andy Signor and I just kind of like preface that the reason why it came out was because of the Weinstein situation. I just briefly said that like Weinstein was obviously, you know, one of the owners of like obviously the Weinstein Company, which you might be familiar with, and somebody made this huge chat about how I clearly didn't know who Harvey Weinstein was because I didn't talk about Miramax.
Oh boy.
And I got so mad because I literally like made a response and I was just like literally brought out all my like
a video response?
Well, because I was because I got a bunch of weird comments on that video, so I made a whole video, but I literally just brought out my entire I brought like all my like Kevin Smith movies, all my Tarantino movies, like Silver Linings Playbook. I'm like, I know who Harvey Weinstein is, you piece.
Oh my god. Dude, you go in. I think I actually might lose the roast battle.
There's just like,
you seem like a well-researched
there's just
individual.
Certain things and I'm like, don't you dare question my integrity on knowing who Harvey Weinstein is, you slag.
I know the weak spot now.
Damn it.
Just be like, I bet you're ignorant about Star Wars Jedi.
Wow. I don't even get that mad about that. So I don't know why Star Wars stuff I'm like super chill about, but then people are like, I think Harry Potter sucks. And I'm like, you get your ass out.
Dude, I've never met somebody that said Harry Potter sucks.
I don't, somebody, Chiz will like joke about it in my chat sometimes to try to trigger me, to try to get me riled up, but then like little kids, like younger kids that haven't read it or don't like reading and think it's like stupid because they're trying to flex on their friends.
Yeah.
It's not cool to hate Harry Potter. Yeah. We'll be like, Harry Potter sucks. Harry Potter's the worst thing. And I'm like,
you don't even know what you're saying.
You don't know what you're saying.
You're 12.
It's magical.
You're crazy.
It's magical. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You think D-Lance thinks that you?
I told you
he's
he's
me in a roast
yeah
battle.
he Snapchat me and be like, Ash doesn't know what she's getting into. You're gonna take her out, and I was like,
You're Canadian, so I already have won.
You're
way
from
too
Minnesota.
Nice to go in.
You live in the only state that is the Canada of the U.S. We have like, Toronto is the New York of Canada, and BC is like the Seattle of Canada. Minnesota is the Canada of the United States.
You know what they say about Minnesotans?
What?
Is that we're Minnesota nice.
Exactly.
We are. We're very nice to everybody.
That's what I mean.
Polite. I smile at people when I walk by them down here, and they don't smile back.
Same. I feel like I make people uncomfortable because I'm always like,
yeah, I'm like when I came down to meet you, I smiled at this lady walking her dog, and she was like,
the lady walking her dog, she ended up being really nice to me because I was like, I'm sorry, is this address? Because like it doesn't say it here, and
like
it says
a
a different. Yeah.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, and she was like, oh yeah, like I think it's like I know it says this, but it is actually this.
I should have told you that the name of the apartment is a number, but my number's in the number.
Yeah, they were fine. We figured it out. I'm here.
Nailed it first try.
Yeah.
And you texted me like, I think I'm here. I was like, girl.
Well, it's because like, here's one number, here's another number. It should be in the middle, but I don't see the number. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Don't smile at me without consent.
Wow. You girls hear about Kevin Spacey? Of course. I made a video about Kevin Spacey.
I'm sad. And I shouldn't say I'm sad because, you never really know celebrities.
No, there'd been like rumors about him for years, like with some weird stuff, but never that far.
Man. I was watching House of Cards, like this guy's the best person in the world.
I was like, he's really good at playing weird, uncomfortable characters though. Like think about like American Beauty and Seven. Like he's really good at playing like creepy characters.
So what do you say?
I think that he puts a little bit of his personality into that, like the way he just kind of like.
Yeah.
He has that look on his face sometime that it's like a little,
villain.
it's like a smile, but he's also clearly like the eyes. It doesn't mean he's like
actually probably has an inner monologue like from House of Cards where he's like actually saying effed up stuff to like a
quite possibly
camera.
It's possible.
And he like breaks his own fourth wall all the time, and he's like, "That's right, I grabbed him."
Like Zach Morris.
Who's that?
Have you ever seen Saved by the Bell?
Oh yeah, way back in the day, but like I don't remember it really very well.
Fair. What did he do? There's been like a couple of allegations that come forward, but the really big one was from Anthony Rapp, who's currently on the cast of the new Star Trek series, saying that when he was 14 years old, he went to a party that was at Kevin Spacey's house in Manhattan, and the reason why he was there was because it was pretty common, because he was on Broadway, for all the people to go to these different parties, and he assumed that there was going to be somebody else closer to his age there, but there wasn't, so he ended up just watching TV in a bedroom all night, and then
seems like a great idea.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like it was kind of weird. I think he was just trying to make it seem like his parent, like the reason why his parents let him go is because it was kind of like a normal thing, like for it to be a cast party. But this seemed like it was less a cast party and more of like a personal party. And so I guess he just stayed in the room watching TV, and then didn't realize how late it was until like Kevin Spacey like was drunkenly like in the doorway, and then like laid on top of him and wasn't like letting him go. And then when he went to leave, was asking if he was like really sure he wanted to go. So he was like. Kevin Spacey, at the age of 27, trying to get handsy with a 14-year-old is basically what happened.
And it wasn't even just that. There was other ones that were way more recent.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
That really just piled on. Like, it's whenever, like, there's multiple of stories that kind of corroborate.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. So when there's a lot of smoke, there's probably fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I can't even grasp is, I don't know if you've heard about this, and I don't know the most about this, but this Roy Moore guy running for... I don't want to get it wrong because they'll be like, Kentucky. He like molested a kid or something like that.
There was one story that ended up being fake. But the original 3 that came out, the one where she said she was like the 16-year-old.
It was like multiple people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
where he said that no one would believe them because he was like the district attorney or the district prosecutor at the time or something. So.
Meanwhile, Al Franken grabbed the butt during a picture and resigned.
Yeah.
But this guy's like,
nope, won't resign. Won't resign.
Mother truckers. And people still support him. Like his political party.
Because there's some people that literally, like, they're so against Democrats, or they're so against certain things that, like, Democrats stand for, that they will not back down, even if it literally goes in the face of anything that they stand for. Like, we don't want to say, okay, I'll put it this way, and I'm not trying to sort of debate. I know a lot of the reason why people in Kentucky aren't siding, or at least where this election's happening, aren't siding with him is because, or the other guy is because he's pro-choice, and they're not so, and then this guy is pro-life. But it's like, but this guy, if he did affect the child. If he actually did this, he physically harmed an actual alive child, and you're okay with that? Like, you're...
Yeah, surely there's another candidate that could step up in his place.
Yeah,
that
seriously,
maybe has
that's what I mean. Like, it's not...
Republican values,
yeah,
you know?
seriously, if he should do the right thing and stand down. I don't know if it's one of those things, can, like, the party force him out? I don't think they can. I think...
I'm not... Dude, honestly,
I don't know that much. I'm not American.
I am.
Go easy on me.
I just find a lot of this stuff exhausting to try to follow, but it is a little bit of an odd thing. I think we're in really odd times, and I've never seen two sides angry to each other. Like I consider myself pretty moderate politically, pretty in the middle on most things. There's some things I agree with on the Republican side, and not just like lower taxes. I mean, like a lot of other things too. And there's some things I agree with on the liberal side, you know? So I'm just more of like a fence sitter, I guess, which is annoying to most people. Most people are like, no, you need to be mad at this other place.
Yeah.
People.
I'm
group.
like, yeah, I know. I'm in the middle. I definitely lean like in towards the liberal side, just because I feel like a lot of this
are super liberal.
Well,
like your guy,
yeah, he is. Well, he's liberal, but it's like our conservative guy wasn't. Like Stephen Harper was like.
Like you guys have like mad genders. Like officially.
Yeah, no, he's like
78 genders.
Well, not that many.
It is. How many? 12?
No, it's like I think on official documents it's like maybe I think you can just it's like there's like 4. Other? Yeah, it's like other.
I have
or
no problem
choose
with
not to disclose. That's what I mean. It's like doesn't hurt anybody.
I don't really care.
But either way, it's my thing is that like I feel like a lot of the stuff that I would technically agree with conservatives on, they don't actually put into practice. Like they're like, we want to lower taxes, but it's like, but only for these guys and screw the rest of you.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, and whenever a politician's trying to get elected, they will say a lot of stuff. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's really no good choice, and that's why I just really don't even like this 2-party system. I wish that there was at least 3 parties.
Well, your system isn't really allowing for other people to come up. Like even if somebody was trying to be an alternative, like the system just doesn't allow for it because like these 2 parties are already so established. Because in Canada there's like 4.
Yeah.
Because we have liberal, liberal, conservative, NDP, and technically 5, the Green Party, and the Bloc Québécois.
The who?
The people that are trying to stand for Quebec rights and the secession.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I know. I don't know, and I feel like people are really fired up about it now. I've never seen it like this in my life. I don't know if I just wasn't
polarizing. It's very polarizing right now. It's crazy.
It's not fun because
I didn't think it could get worse than it was when Bush was in.
That's not how stuff gets accomplished.
Nope.
You know, now it's like they're just in there like, okay, well, let's just undo everything Obama did because F them. And, like, yeah, they might have different, political policies they want to implement. But it feels like a lot of it's just for the sake of, F him.
Yeah, that's literally what seems like it's going on right now. And that's crazy.
It's very odd. I've never seen it like that. But anyway, for those of you guys that don't like politics. Yeah,
we'll switch. Somebody asked how we feel about, you wouldn't care about this, about Disney buying Fox. This means nothing to you.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, so Ashley's gonna get really annoyed right now because it's superhero talk.
Go in. Time for superhero talk.
Okay,
I'm gonna look at no, I'm just kidding.
So basically, Disney is in talks with either buying Fox or like partially buying out parts of Fox, and basically,
does this include the news?
No, this would just be like 20th Century Fox. So the movies.
So like Home Alone.
Yeah. Exactly that. So basically what the issue has been is that like back in the 90s when Marvel was kind of like starting to fail as a comic book company, they sold the rights to like Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four to various movie studios. So that's why like when Marvel Studios came back with characters, they started with Iron Man, and everybody was like, why would you make an Iron Man movie? It's because they didn't own the rights to anybody else. So like recently they cut a deal with Sony to get Spider-Man back so they could use Spider-Man. But so far, Fox has been holding on to like X-Men, Deadpool, anything like with the bare hands.
Right.
And like Marvel's building into like the biggest cinematic storyline they've ever done with Infinity
they have
War.
like mad superheroes.
Exactly. So they're building towards it. So they got Spider-Man, which is great, but they want the X-Men and they want the Fantastic Four because they kind of need them. So them getting that, for one, would make Disney like the ultimate powerhouse owner of like everything Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney.
How is that a good thing?
It's okay, so it's kind of bad if you're kind of looking at it at a market share point of view. It's kind of bad to have one company that has that much power over something, but having an X-Men movie made by Marvel Marvel Studios would be like amazing. Like the X-Men are my favorite thing, and it'd be amazing, and then it's out of their hands because they keep screwing everything up.
Right.
They can't, like, they've literally failed 3 times to try to make a Fantastic Four movie. They have royally screwed up the X-Men on several occasions. I'm just so excited.
So this is a good thing.
This is a good thing. It's a good thing for comic book fans. It's a good thing.
I don't understand how it's a good thing. Just because they make better movies? Or
It'll be better movies.
Is better?
It's a combination. So it'll be better movies, and then they can have better characters in their movie. So, like, honestly, in my opinion, like, I didn't think that the new Spider-Man was going to be good. And then I saw this dude in Civil War and I was like, shit, this kid can act. This is amazing. And then that movie came out and it was like solid. It's like the best Spider-Man movie. It's like the best representation of what Spider-Man is supposed to be, really, that we've had on screen so far.
I still have to watch it.
Yeah.
Because you talked it up so much.
Yeah. And you'll probably, like, I don't know, you probably won't like it
it
because you don't really like superheroes, but I'm saying
really.
that it was really good. So having him in...
Did Fox make The Watchmen?
No. Watchmen's DC, Ashley. So that's Warner Brothers, and they also royally screwed that up because they missed the point of the characters.
Wait, is Fox gonna have Batman?
No.
I'm so lost.
Okay, DC is literally...
Who's Batman with?
DC.
Okay.
DC and Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers
own
owns everything DC does. So all those movies that they're screwing up, that's Warner's fault.
I'm Team Warner Brothers, bro. West Side.
Oh, God. Yeah, have fun with your Batman versus Superman.
Batman is the best superhero by far.
Yeah, but
Spider-Man is a cornball.
Doesn't matter. It's fun. He's fun. You're a cornball. So, like, I'm a cornball. No, we're both cornballs. So I cheer for the cornball. My thing is, like, yeah, Batman's awesome, and Batman Begins and Dark Knight were amazing movies, but then, like, everything they're doing now is terrible. Even Ben Affleck is like, oh shit, I don't want to touch this anymore because this is just bad. You know,
agree.
like
I do agree. The '90s Batmans and the early 2000s Batmans were way better.
Yeah, and I do love DC. Like, there's things that I don't like about what DC Comics does, but like, there's been some amazing storylines that they've done with all the characters. Like, I like the Flash TV show. I love Jeff Johns as a writer. There's so many different things at DC that I genuinely love, but that doesn't change the fact that their movies are steaming piles of shit for the past, like, 10 years. Not 10 years, like 7 years.
I feel like
I like Wonder Woman.
I trust your judgment more than me because you watch a lot more superhero movies than me. I don't know, man. Even when I was a kid, I didn't really like them that much.
That's fair. I just like stuff like that. I don't know why. It gets me excited.
I feel like it's just like what we touched on last episode, but like, I feel like I just know the ending. Like, obviously, Spider-Man is going to face some kind of tragedy or something's going to set him back, and then he overcomes it, and then the evil guy comes in, and then he defeats the evil guy. And
but you can say that about, like, most action movies are like that. Like,
true,
it's rare. Like,
true.
honestly, the movie that has surprised me the most in the last, like, 2 years in terms of how it ended was La La Land.
No, didn't see it. How is that an action movie?
It's not an action movie. I just mean in terms of, like, a movie surprising me. Like, most movies, when I'm watching them, end up having, like, pretty predictable endings sometimes. Not always, but, like, pretty decent. Yeah, I saw Split.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even then I could kind of see where it was going. And, like, no, right at the very end, there was a huge twist, obviously, at the very end. But, like, I mean, in terms of, like, the progression of the story, like, La La Land threw a fucking stick. Like, I'm, like, riding a bike, having a great time, and then there's, like, a stick in my back wheel. And I was like, oh, my God.
Is it hella sad?
Kind of.
Damn, I don't want to watch it.
Just watch it. It's good. It's beautiful.
I don't want to watch
it. It's beautiful.
I don't like musicals that much.
Wasn't Flash good in Justice League? No. Flash, literally, this is what Justice League did. They decided that they were going to make Batman act like Tony Stark. And then they were going to make the Flash act like Peter Parker. So they're going to have this buddy moment where, like, one of them is making a bunch of cheesy jokes because, like, he's like, you know, they basically turned the Flash into Peter Parker. And it didn't work very well. And, like, you know what? Ashley? You got to admit, okay, you as a Batman fan, would Batman show up anywheres revealing himself as Bruce Wayne?
No.
Exactly. Fuck you, Justice League.
She's pissed.
I'm pissed.
She's hella pissed, dude.
Yeah.
I love the passion, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
and they were agreeing with me before because they wouldn't have heard me say that yet. They tried to make Flash the equivalent of Spider-Man at Justice League. Amanda's correct. She knows her shit.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not refuting that. I wish I was as passionate as you so we could have a great discussion.
I get passionate about, like, everything I enjoy, though. That's just how I am.
That's true. Yeah, I can be that way sometimes too.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just deep dive it.
Yeah, like I get passionate about movies. I get passionate. I don't know.
We've been going for about an hour now.
Dang.
And I think we could go for quite a while longer, but I'm going to turn it to Q&A style.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I'm totally okay with that.
Not like, don't just suggest a topic. But if you have a question for either of us, you want both of us to answer or one of us to answer, put it in the chat now.
Yeah.
And we will answer that. And if you're not watching live, if you're watching on YouTube, I got love for you, dude. I appreciate you watching. I got love for you. You're awesome. Or if you're just listening in the car. I actually love podcasts. Like, I listen to them, like, clean. When I did have a car, I listened to them in the car.
Yeah, I haven't in a while, but...
Bar versus FG2. FG. The bar is, whatchamacallit?
Didn't the bar get nerfed? Yeah. I use a lot of submachine guns. Like if I'm using ray guns, I was using the bar, and then I was like, I literally had it unlocked again for a day before it got nerfed, and I was like, because I use a lot of snipers.
Yeah.
So I've been using I use a lot of snipers, and I use the grease gun a lot. Because I'm just randomly going for, like, I got diamond on the snipers, so I'm just kind of slowly going through the other ones just for fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the PPSH is the best sub, I think.
Yeah, that one's good too, for sure.
Type 100, pretty good too.
Does Dallas have squirrels? I saw one squirrel so far, so yes, I saw a squirrel.
Yeah, there's squirrels here.
Is there squirrels everywhere?
Do you have pets?
Me?
Yeah.
I have Rocket.
Yeah. Someone asked.
Oh yeah. She's got 2.
Me?
Yeah, I've got Rocket. Yeah,
How
I've got.
could you forget?
Yeah, literally. Demonic Eclipse or Alyssa just put emotes in the chat. Those are my emotes for my evil cat Rocket.
There you go.
Yeah.
My cats don't like Amanda.
I feel bad. They're like really scared, and I've been trying to feed them treats.
It's not your fault. I just haven't had anybody over for like a month, except for Davis, and they really do not like Davis. So
far, like they're good. They'll at least smell my hand.
Yeah, they're mean, but they are not. Yeah, that golden gun's a Tommy gun.
Ah, yes. Let's see.
I want to know your opinions on this net neutrality situation. It's been all over my feed on YouTube. I feel like the opinion of the public is unanimous.
It's stupid. Like, why would you reappeal that? Because it doesn't benefit anybody except for, like, AT&T, Verizon, and Comcast, really? And then whatever governments are getting the kickbacks from it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's not good for the public at all, and anybody who tries to say differently is lying out their teeth.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Someone says, hey Ashley, as someone who used to enjoy COD and has left the game, why have you stayed? Nostalgia or something else? Call of Duty is just my favorite franchise. Infinite Warfare was definitely not my favorite Call of Duty. I didn't enjoy it that much, so I didn't play it. I did play a lot of MWR though, Modern Warfare Remastered. I actually really like that game because that's the game I started on, Call of Duty 4. And so I really enjoyed that. And I just enjoyed it. I mean, I've built up my channel around Call of Duty, so that's part of the reason that I stick with it too. And yeah, I still like it. I still think it's a good game every year.
Yeah. Like, if you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't be able to stream it so much.
Oh, yeah.
You go
and
crazy.
Especially, like, I really like World War II.
Oh, I love World War II. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I really like it.
Let's see.
COD World War II is more fun and better. Looking for more questions here. What has been your favorite DC film and Marvel film? From the guy Tub, or that guy Tub.
Favorite DC and Marvel? I literally did an entire video ranking the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Holy shit, you're awesome.
Yeah, I do what I can.
She is hardcore, you guys. You
well,
should sub to her YouTube.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I'm getting close to 5K. I'm at like 4.4 right now, so we're getting close.
It's right below her section of the table.
I would say my favorite Marvel movie, like, I love the X-Men so much, and like when I was younger it was definitely X2, but so many amazing movies have come out since then, so it's probably like, I love Guardians, I love the first Avengers, I love the new Spider-Man. Like, pretty much everything from this last phase of Marvel movies is like next level amazing, and then including like Winter Soldier, so it's like been really, really great. And then DC, probably Dark Knight or Batman Begins, I would have to say. Like, unfortunately they've kind of had a rough go of things.
Dude, you straight roast DC.
Well, it's because, like, they don't put out quality. Like they do sometimes, but then they, like, shit on it. Like,
I like their movies because they're darker, I think.
Yeah, but then, like, now they're darker aesthetically, but they're trying to, like, capitalize on the Marvel humor, and it, like, doesn't work for them. And, like, that's why I don't like superhero movies. I don't like the, like, dumb jokes. I love it.
Like,
I like it when
interesting characters. I don't want to
They do have
like,
interesting characters.
Oh, wow, I got pie on my face.
They do have interesting characters. You're just being a shithead.
Bro, it's so
And also, like,
easy.
Watchmen's fantastic, but it wasn't a fantastic movie because it lost the point of the whole purpose of, like, the Ozymandias character. They fucked it up. So, like, they just defeated it, and I'm not getting into it now. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine, guys.
What about you, Ashley? What's your favorite DC movie? Because I'm not going to ask what your Marvel movie is.
My favorite Marvel movie would probably be Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yeah, because it's super fun.
It's a great movie.
Great movie.
I enjoyed most of the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a really big fan of, I can't think of his name.
Chris Pratt?
Yes.
But they're, like, I feel like Guardians really set itself up to be just, like, they're these, like, space hustlers, you know? Like, they're supposed to just be kind of, like, the ragtag group of jokesters and whatever.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I really like the soundtrack. I really like that movie. My favorite DC movies would be the Batman trilogy from the 2000s and Watchmen.
See,
That's my favorite.
I hate Dark Knight Rises. I thought Dark Knight Rises was terrible.
You don't like Bane?
He sounds like Sean Connery with an elevation mask on.
He does.
Yes, bro.
I did have a hard time watching that one in the theaters, and also that movie theater shooting happened.
Oh yeah.
Like right on its release day, and so I was like kind of shook when I was watching it in the theater. I was like, I can't believe this was on while people were getting shot up and stuff.
See, that's like I had seen it before that happened, but it's. I don't know that movie. I just remember I saw it and I was like so excited that it was going to be amazing because the last two were so good, and I'm watching it and then I got out of it and I was like,
it was definitely the weakest of the three.
I just got mad as I was driving home. I was like, this storyline's stupid. How do you make two movies where you try to get people to be like, no, this is the more realistic superhero movie, and then you get this one where Batman breaks his back and then casually walks back into a shut down Gotham City as Bruce Wayne with no money and no access and no way to have gotten back, and then somehow when he's supposed to be saving the city actually takes the time to set up a bat symbol on the bridge to set on fire?
Yeah, fuck that movie.
That's just the small stuff. Yeah.
Dude, she goes
Go ahead.
Vin Diesel's the voice of Groot.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, facts.
Looking for other questions I may have missed. Oh yeah, have you watched Wentworth? Somebody asked.
I haven't had a chance to yet. I haven't been into watching TV shows lately, so like I've been hustling, Ashley. Literally
True,
all
you have been busy. She works.
I work. I'm trying to upload every day in December, and I'm trying to stream every day. I'm physically at home, so like this will be the first day I haven't streamed in a couple weeks.
Well, you can stream with me. That counts.
I was gonna say that'll count. It'll count.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that the venue has Wi-Fi, and I'll IRL stream.
To. It won't.
Sometimes
be
they don't. Well, the one at Worlds was good enough to stream off of like Champs, but the one at TwitchCon was so bad you could barely connect to like any, like even your data networks you couldn't connect to at the venue. So it's a toss up. We'll see.
Wild. Dude, I might do an IRL stream from the
That's what I was gonna try to do
tomorrow too.
That's what I was gonna try to do.
Any other questions? Let us know.
Yes, you're getting bullets for watching live. She specifically set it up and said you guys would freak out if it wasn't available.
No, they're asking me to give them more. They're constantly asking for more.
Gotcha.
I always want more. You always want more. Yeah, I'll give you guys some bullets.
You're right, 10. I'm really bad at catching up on TV shows.
How do you feel about recycling, reskinning of older COD maps? I typically like it, especially when they're good maps.
Yeah.
However, I do think the maps in World War II are kind of weak. At the beginning of the game, I do have a handful that I like, and there's only 2 that I really strongly dislike, but I would like to see more maps, for sure, in the game.
What's the other one you dislike?
I don't like Point to Hawk at all. I don't like
Which
maps
one's
that are
one
circular.
Again?
It's like the trench map from the beta.
Oh, I hate that one. Yeah. Oh, no, actually, I don't mind that one. It's what do I hate? I think it's Flak Tower.
Yeah, that one's kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah, it's getting better now that I'm like, you know what? I'm just only going to use the submachine gun here because like that's the best way to do it.
You kind of have to.
So that one's not too bad. I don't like Aachen or Aiken. I think it's Aachen.
Aachen.
Not huge on that one.
Do you think Optic Gaming will have an all-girl pro team? It would be pretty cool to see that happen. Me being a girl would be amazing. If you're asking about like competing in the female pro league, the FPL, I don't currently have an interest in doing that. I enjoy what they're doing. I think that I'm torn because on one hand, I don't think like it's not like wrestling, right? Where there has to be a boys division and a girls division because it's a physical sport and you're competing, you know. Yeah. You would not see a female versus male wrestler, right?
Right.
Or in even a lot of the other segregated sports. They're just biological differences between male and female. with video games, there's really no physical advantage to like a guy shooting his gun or a girl shooting her gun on a console game or any kind of computer game, right?
There was an Australian girl that was doing really well. I think it was an IW towards the beginning of last year, but then I don't think she ended up going anywhere because she was supposed to make it to one of the events in the States, and I don't think the team could qualify, or not they qualified, but they couldn't make it or something. Like, she was actually doing good. Yeah. So like, I feel like the female pro league gives people the misconception that you have to be.
It makes it seem like you're not allowed to compete, and you are allowed to compete anywhere. So there's reasons where I'm like, man, that's just kind of dumb. Like, girls can compete with guys, and I think they should. Yep. However, I do really like what the female pro league does in getting girls recognition and showing like, hey, there is a community that enjoys playing competitively that are girls, and you meet a lot of great people through that, and I think that it's really cool and it's really fun. But I think at a professional level, there is no difference between male and female players, right? Yeah. So as far as like Optic getting a team, it's not off the table getting a female pro league team, and I would like to be the person, to do it. But like with me, like if I'm going to do something, like I said earlier, I'm really competitive. Like I really like... To go pro is incredibly difficult, and if I was going to compete in any fashion, even if it's just in the female pro league, I would want to be the best and I would want to win. I would not.
And that's the way to be. You shouldn't necessarily go into competing unless that's your mindset. Like, because I feel like, because even Nate Shot says that, and people are like, oh no, you should just do it for fun. And it's like, no, like if you're a competitor at heart and you don't do well, like that's gonna haunt you. Like,
and if you're trying to support yourself doing it, it's even harder.
You gotta do well, you know?
Yeah. And so that would be another thing too. Like, would it be worth it for me to focus on it? So it's not off the table. It's not exactly, but I don't currently have an interest in doing it.
Wait, why don't they have like girls and guys in the same team? They could. It's just they don't tend to, and I think that's part of the reason why the female pro league started, was to just give them a chance to.
And I've known girls who have competed and done really well with guys. Here's the thing. It's not a guy or a girl issue. It's a percentage issue. If you think of how many people play Call of Duty, millions and millions and millions of people, and the top 0.5% of those people, not even, like, it's like third, it's like, how many teams are considered pro? Like 8 to 16 teams are considered pro. And that's 4 players on each team. Think of how small that number is compared to everyone that plays Call of Duty. Yeah. Right? So if you're a guy trying to go pro, it's incredibly difficult. It's one of the hardest things to do is to go pro, right? Because it's just so saturated and it's so competitive. And so think about it like statistically. How many girls are playing Call of Duty? How many girls are playing it competitively? How many girls are good enough to even show up and be on a team? How many guys are going to be the one who says, I'll team with the girl? Yeah,
because unfortunately a lot of guys just won't. Yeah. They'll just disregard it.
It's unfortunate, and I don't think that it should be that way, because like I said, I don't think there's a difference in the way that male or female people, or humans perform on a video game. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, numbers wise, there's less girls wanting to compete, and already the chance to go pro for any gender is very low. So that's why you don't see more girl pros.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy I could break it down for you guys.
It's good stuff.
Mad I'm missing questions because I was going in.
No, it's good.
I was going in.
It's good to go in. Let's see. What do we got?
They're still talking about Batman.
Of course they are. No, right.
Batman's the best, though. Like, who's your favorite superhero again?
It kind of changes sometimes. I have like a handful that I really like. Batman was for a while, because I loved the animated series when I was a kid and stuff. But like I love the X-Men like as a whole, and then I really I like the Guardians, and then I like Spider-Man a lot.
Oh, that's right. I think I already asked you that.
Yeah, I like Spider-Man a lot. I know you. I feel like you have a bad conception of like Spider-Man, and like Spider-Man is literally just like, he's just this kid who got given like incredible powers and literally does whatever he can to help people for no personal gain or benefit of himself, to the point that like it literally is a massive detriment to his life, and he loses almost everybody he loves, and he still doesn't quit.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
He's a goddamn hero. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Love you, Spider-Man. If you're
exactly. We love you.
But he died.
In the Ultimate Universe, yeah.
What does that mean?
Okay.
I don't get it. How,
Okay, well, okay.
'cause is Spider-Man in like certain movies different?
No, not in the movies. This is the comic books. Like, in DC has the same thing. DC has a multiverse, so like the newer Justice League comic books that were coming out when New 52 launched was like a different reality technically. So the characters had like slightly different personalities and stuff, and it was kind of weird.
So how do they do that? At the beginning of the movie, they're like, "All right, guys, this
But they
doesn't
never
count
do.
from the old
But they
ones."
never do it in the movies. They never really. They don't. They everything. They
So
don't,
nobody can die in the movies.
No, they can. They just don't acknowledge that it's like. It's when movies kind of like pick a little bit from everything. Like I'd say like the new Spider-Man Homecoming kind of like takes influences from every type of Spider-Man that's been out there. Movies tend to go like very broad rather than like honing in.
Right.
Whereas like the comic book series I'm talking about is like in Marvel's universe, there's like just different world like timelines. So technically there's, you know, in one world, Gwen Stacy's the one who gets bit by the spider. So she's the one who gets like the Spider-Man powers. And then another one, it's like almost everything's exactly the same, but then it's just like things are just slightly different. Like it's just like it's almost like we have the same theories here. Like you know, sometimes you'll do something really stupid and like you'll almost drop a knife on your foot, and you're like, in another universe that landed on my foot. It's kind of like that. It's just there's every different possibility, and like almost like DC has it, Marvel has it, yeah. But
I'm lost, y'all. Please help me.
You're good.
Send a rope.
You're good. Well, it's like it affects DC too. There's different versions of Batman too.
True.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, that's why like all the stuff that's happening in the movies is like really weird. I find for DC, it's like very odd.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah, basically, yeah, the Ultimate Universe was kind of just a chance for them to go down like vastly different storylines without it affecting what they had built for like 40 years. Was kind of like, what happens if we do this? What happens if this character does this?
I mean, that makes sense for entertainment purposes, I
Yeah,
suppose.
exactly.
But, like,
when you've had something around for like 50 years, you got to do something to shake it up every now and again.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for... I feel like I saw... I'm looking so much because I feel like I saw a question and then I forgot.
Oh, no. Yeah, Sarah, I think that's what she means is that people die, but then they come back. They can't stay dead, but sometimes they do. Like, Peter Parker did stay dead in the Ultimate Universe.
Like, Spider-Man, in my opinion, can't die because then they stop making Spider-Man movies.
So well, because he can die. Well, he can die in the comic
I know
books.
what's gonna happen.
He can die in the comic books. In the movies, it's kind of rough. But like, I honestly, what Marvel's going into, we are going to see characters die, and they aren't going to come back unless they completely reboot the series.
If they kill Wonder Woman, I'm pissed.
That's DC.
Oh. Dude, we go over this almost every podcast. But isn't it possible for them to do that?
Do what?
They could kill Wonder Woman.
Marvel could kill Wonder Woman.
No,
or DC.
DC.
Yeah, they could kill Wonder Woman. They
In the
probably,
movies.
at this point, it would be dumb as fuck because the only character that everybody consistently likes is Wonder Woman in those movies.
Yes. Like, she was my favorite part of Batman vs. Superman. And not just because it's what's her name. Like,
Yeah,
she's real
Gal
pretty,
Gadot.
but,
No,
like,
she
I
ended up being
actually
way
find-
better at that role than I thought she was going to be.
I find her character awesome, and just Wonder Woman's awesome. to
Yeah,
me.
like it wasn't an amazing movie, but it was really good. It was definitely amazing for DC standards. I'll say that.
No, I didn't say that Wonder Woman was from
Marvel, she just got it
I know
confused.
that at point. I know that now, but I'm just saying, like,
The Ultimate Universe
when I
needs to
think
stay
of
dead.
superhero movies, I don't think of the different.
That's
I don't
fair.
think of who
You're like
makes
my
them.
mom. You're like my mom.
Why would I? What does it matter? They're both movies.
Because
That
it
the
lets you
same
know.
thing
Because
happens.
well, especially what they're doing now, they're trying to build it together so they're like all these characters are in the same
Yeah,
universe.
I hate that shit. That makes me even more mad.
No, I love it. Like
I hate it so much.
Avengers was so good. It just builds it.
We are opposites, truly.
We are a
What's your
little
favorite
bit.
color? Someone asked that.
It changes. When I was a kid, it was green.
Oh, my color has been consistently blue.
I like purple a lot right now.
Purple's good.
Purple's good. I feel like
Purple's
purple
good.
works for me. Everybody
I like
when
blue and purple.
yeah, when all my stream stuff is like purplish, people are like, "This works for you." So I'm like, "Cool."
This just makes sense, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube, yes.
That's true. That guy Tub. That is true. They try things. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Green is the worst color. Why is green the worst color?
Yeah, what you got against green?
Yeah, what do you got against
buddy?
green?
Yeah. Just kidding. You're entitled to your shitty opinion. I'm just kidding.
Swooped you got. Amanda, how much can you bench? I haven't done like heavy lifting for a while, but I maxed out at 115, which at the time was my body weight, so I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, same.
Same.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't bench pressed since like high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's
That's
lie.
fair.
In my early 20s, I would go to the gym
So
with someone.
recently.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. Just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, but yeah.
What do you want to see fixed in World War II? I would like to see,
I want the bar to get a little bit higher. Like, it doesn't have to be as OP as it was, but just a little.
I don't
boom.
agree.
No.
I think it's good now. I think the FG needs to be nerfed. I would like to see it get nerfed. So that it, you could use other assault rifles and still compete, or at least have roles.
You're right.
I like the submachine guns.
Yeah, I like the subs quite a bit.
What else could they adjust? It seems that they're going to be adding loot weapons, like weapons into the game that are going to be cosmetic only.
Okay, I'm good.
As of right now.
All right, we're good.
I hope it remains true. I think that especially after the whole Battlefront fiasco, and it's all the feedback over the last 3 years with supply drops, I feel like Activision is a little bit more careful with what they put in the game. Even I think the Black Ops 3 system was horrible.
No more melee weapons, for the love of God. There's nothing worse than getting punched from behind from something stupid.
Or even if you're trying to win a game and Billy Bob's running around with his boxing gloves, it's just
that was annoying. And it prioritizes them, so even though they're not that close to you, if they hit it at a certain point, they basically teleport and hit you, and you're like,
yeah, it's nuts.
What? And everybody gets mad at snipers, and I'm like, no, that is way worse.
If you got another cat, what would you name it, or a dog? I will not be getting another cat unless I inherited one in some way. I would not get one. I do want to get a dog. I want to wait a while till I get more settled and I get a car and I'm able to take it to the vet and wherever it needs to go. I want to adopt a 5 or 6 year old dog. I think an older dog that needs somewhere to go.
Yeah.
I'll take care of him.
You take care of them?
I'll take care of him.
Let's see.
What can we see content-wise from you, MiDNiTE, when Optic Esports teams fully move to Texas? So I'm gonna be moving again because I'm in Dallas now. I'm gonna be moving to Frisco. Kind of a timing thing because I had a little bit of a different timing than the Scuff House guys. They could just leave there whenever, but I had to put a 60-day notice in my old apartment, and then stuff happens, stuff changes, and now Frisco is where I'm going to be going, and so I'm really excited about that. I actually really like Frisco. I've been up there, and I really like the city. I think that it's more my style. It's more like a suburb. It is a really big sports city, which I think is really awesome. And so I'm excited to get up there. And content from me, though, I don't think it'll be directly... I don't know if you're asking if it'll be related to the esports teams or not. I'm not going to create content around the esports teams, but I am going to be collabing more with other people, and you'll see me in more of the Optic content in the future. Yeah, I'm moving really close to the Scuff guys. Scuff House guys. Frisco's a great town. Yeah, I like it. Where can you watch MLG Dallas? I think on MLG TV.
Yeah.
Or they might have it on Twitch.
I
didn't
hope
see
they
where
have it
they're
on Twitch this year.
They had the last MLG event on Twitch.
Yeah.
So probably Twitch or MLG TV. So where you'll be able to see it. I'm going to the event, so if you guys are going this weekend, and you see me, don't hesitate. Say what up.
What up?
Nah, I haven't met the Overwatch team at all. I don't think they've been here.
I don't know.
CWL event, yeah. I mean, MLG is running it.
Yeah.
It's an MLG event.
Yeah.
But it's the
I get it.
CWL.
I get
Activision owns MLG, COD World League, Activision, MLG, collab, and make it happen.
Yeah.
No.
If I see you, I'll say hi. Please say hi, Swoopty.
Wait, Swoopty's coming?
Apparently, yeah. He lives in the Fort Worth area. Or he's going to be in the Fort Worth area. Yeah, that's weird that you're down here, Swoopty. You're from, I don't know if you want me to say the state you're from.
F it. No, I'm just kidding.
I think he posted pretty publicly, but it's not Dallas. I can tell you that.
It's far?
I don't know, actually. I don't think so. It might just be, one above us.
Could you name all 50 American states if you had to?
I don't know. Should we try?
No.
No. I could probably get decently close.
I don't think I could name the Canadian provinces.
There's 8, Ashley.
8?
There's 8 and
I thought
3.
there was only like 5.
This bitch. There's 8 and 3 territories. But I won't even ask you to talk about the territories.
What's a territory? What does that even mean? Oh, like islands?
Nope.
Like Puerto Rico's a U.S. territory?
No. These are the Northwest territories. So the Yukon is the Northwest territory.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so there's 3 of those up there. And then there's 8 main provinces.
Alberta.
Got 1.
Ontario.
Got 2.
Dude, I literally can't think. I don't even know where they are, which is part because I'm trying to go like left to right.
You already missed 1 that's on the left if you're going left to right. 2 on the left, actually. 3 on the left.
Yeah, I have no idea, bro. I'd just be like guessing. You do them. You name them. Can you name them?
Can I name the 8 provinces?
Yeah.
British Columbia, Alberta,
I knew
Saskatchewan,
that.
Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick,
Oh, Quebec, man.
Nova Scotia, PEI, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland is one? I would have never got that shit, dude. I would have got like four of them, maybe.
I know.
Like if there was money on the line, I would have been able to like think harder for 4 of them. Guys, I graduated high school a long time ago.
Do you know that America doesn't care about teaching you about Canada?
Oh, we learned it at some point. They were really on us about the states, though, in 5th grade. They were really serious about that and the capitals.
Yeah.
50 of them.
Damn. See, that's a lot to learn.
Yeah, I don't have room for the Canadian ones in my brain, dude, because I had to remember all 50 states and their capitals.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But then you still can't name them now.
I could name all of the capitals.
Okay.
Or I could match them.
All right.
If I have to see them.
Okay. That's fair.
Capital
I feel like
Kansas is Wichita.
I should just had a Rain Man moment.
Dude, I did. Watch me just like list all of them. I don't think I could do it in one shot. I'd have to see them.
You'd have to see them. There's some of them that when I realize where they are in the States, I'm like, for some reason I thought that was in a very different area of the States.
Oh yeah, like the one that took me a while to learn when I was a kid was like understanding that Washington D.C. is not in Washington. Like Washington's a whole state.
Yeah, I knew that actually. For some reason, I thought the Carolinas were further down south. I'm like, wow, you were awfully to the East Coast for how
they're
not progressive you are.
All the way over there.
Yeah.
Well, that's where like America started.
I know. No, there's like one when I was flying here, I just had the map on the screen, and there was something above Texas. I was like, is that where that is?
Oklahoma.
That one didn't surprise me. There was something else. It was
Arkansas?
Kansas, I think. Yeah, Arkansas. It was Arkansas.
Kansas
is further.
Technically above Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly.
Right next to Missouri.
Yeah, he's from Oklahoma. That's where he's from. So I guess he is pretty close here.
Cool.
I think that might have been one of the ones. Yeah.
That's like a drive. You could drive that.
You drive.
I drove it.
How did this friendship begin? Okay.
Dude, we've told the story a lot, but I'm going to let her tell it again because it's actually hilarious.
So I had done a video where I reacted to Vision and because...
No.
Yeah, I'm getting there. And then Davis...
That's wrong. Oh, no, it's right.
It's right. Technically right. Because you got the... Yeah, so then Davis found me and then started retweeting me. And apparently you'd seen that video, but then kind of I dropped... You didn't really pay attention to it or something because, like, why would you? And then it was like a few months later, there was like a snowstorm in Canada and the Tim Hortons ran out of power. And like my house didn't have power. So I was like, man, I'm so excited that I can go get food at Tim Hortons before work. It's going to be great. And then Tim Hortons had no power. So I like freaked out about it. I made like a Snapchat story. I don't know what happened.
Tim Hortons is literally
it's never without power. It's never without power. That's why I was so shocked. There's been worse storms where it's been fine and open. And I was like, why did this happen? So I'm like super pissed off making Snapchat stories, adding it on Twitter. And then Hitch sees it, retweets it. And then Ashley sees it and was like,
this girl's hilarious, bro.
Yeah. And then I was chilling in Davis's stream one day and he finished and hosted Ashley. So we all rated and went into her stream. And then I said something and you were like, oh, it's Amanda the Jedi. And I was like, oh, maybe she recognizes me from me reacting to that Vision episode. And then you're like, you're that girl who got really mad about Tim Hortons. And I was like, oh, God, no.
Nailed it.
And then
we were like,
yeah.
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. And then D-Lance was the one who was like, you should, if you're looking for podcast hosts, Amanda the Jedi.
No, yeah, well,
because you had already been
point,
thinking about it.
Yeah, at that point, I'd already kind of like, I think I followed you or something.
Oh, yeah, you had already followed me then.
Paid attention to your videos.
And I'd been going to your
what's
stream
on.
at that point more.
Yeah,
so.
and I was like, yo, this girl's chill. And I wanted to make sure we started the podcast like correctly, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took a while, but
and even like still how we had like a pretty big gap lately, we kind of I screwed up.
it's okay.
But,
We're coming
but
back.
no, yeah, we're back, and we'll have another episode like early like Wednesday next week too. So we're trying to do it weekly now and really stay on top of it. I'm glad we're able to do it in person. That's freaking awesome. It's been really cool.
Yeah, it's been cool. It's been fun. So that's how this friendship started.
Dude, yeah.
And now I love everybody. I've always loved optics, so it's cool to kind of feel like I'm like a weird cousin.
Yeah, you're like the creepy cousin.
Well, I didn't have to go creepy, you know.
Dude, we were saying before we started recording that like, well, I said I think she was minorly offended, but I was like, dude, in person we're like the same level of cringe. It's so awesome. And she was like, yeah.
No, I know I'm cringe. I know.
I mean, I do too. But wait, is it cringe if you're self-aware? No,
that's what I said, because if you're aware you're cringy, it can't be cringy.
If you cringe on purpose, you can't be cringy.
Amanda the Failure didn't tweet out the podcast. I Snapchatted it just to vex you because I know you hate Snapchat, Chiz.
Can I get a retweet?
I did retweet it.
Oh, yeah. See, you're fine then. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Look, everybody's coming over here from you. Like, let's be real here.
Oh, God. Chiz is a mod. Chiz has been modded in my stream for, like... I've known Chiz for, like, ever.
I bet he's better behaved in your stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's better behaved. Because he has the mod, maybe.
Yeah, mate. Well, see, that's why she did not retweet.
Yo, she just retweeted now.
I thought I did. I honestly thought I did, and apparently I didn't. That was my bad.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Because you were like, make sure you stop moving your phone because, like, we're touching the table. So I was like, okay.
Blame it on me. It's cool. Nailed it.
This is your podcast, Ashley. I'm joking.
Yeah, right,
it's
right?
our podcast.
Yeah.
It just goes on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are excited about busting her. That's hilarious.
Okay, like Chiz roasts me. So, okay, this is what I noticed. My chat's always kind of roasted me. When Chiz is in my chat, people that are like moderate go like, they amp up. Like, you know Kubu?
Enablers. I don't, but enablers,
yeah, well, either way, he goes, and then like 10 goes, and then it's actually Alyssa
like,
gets nicer.
Yeah, she's like the worst person ever, but we're here. So.
Alyssa gets nicer. Alyssa's like, oh man, people are being really mean. I'm gonna get nicer for one day. How do you handle
that? Because sometimes, like, if you catch me in the wrong mood making jokes, I'm like, dude, I've had like enough of your negging, dude.
Yeah, I have days where
I get a little crabby sometimes.
Mostly I'm fine with it.
Take away that person's bullets.
Yeah. Mostly it's like fair game, but sometimes I'm like, no, seriously, guys, like chill. Like
I'll let them know.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I just be like...
Yeah, sometimes I suck it up, but sometimes it just gets to the point where I'm frustrated, and then I'm like, yeah, look, I already said that I'm terrible. You don't all need to say it too.
Yeah, I guess if you're doing self-deprecation types of things, it is easier for people to be like, yeah.
Chrissy, I don't think I've ever gotten mad at you. I've gotten sassy with 10, for sure. I don't think I've ever gotten mad at you, Chrissy.
Yeah, I feel like you would know if I was mad at you. Like, if I was like... I don't know, I'm pretty upfront about stuff. Like, if stuff's bothering me and you're, like, saying mean stuff or just...
Yeah.
I don't know. But sometimes it does, it can get a little bit... I just like funny jokes, man.
Yeah.
Like, when they're original. Because
that's what I mean.
It's the same thing over and over. It's like, okay.
Yeah, sometimes I just reverse roast them. I'm like, well, that was really lazy, and I'm disappointed in you. Like if you're gonna do it, just be creative. Swastika emblem guy? Oh, yeah.
Dude, get Ashley on Planet Coaster. Mad sass. Dude, yes.
What a time.
Oh, yeah, throwing shit at your friends is always a good time.
Oh, yeah, like, you can always have fun with people. It's just, like, sometimes it's, like...
Yeah, and I think that's, like, even if you're not a streamer, like, if you have a friend who's, like...
Yeah.
Making a joke, you're just like, oh, man.
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood
and
today.
then there's times where you have a rapport with certain viewers and you know they're joking, and then other people kind of pick up on it when they don't really know you and they try to hop in on something, and I'm like... I don't know you well enough for you to be like roasting me like this right now, because I can't tell if you're being serious.
We have like a storied history. I'm like, oh yeah, of course I know that person's joking. But if someone else comes in and is like, wow, way to play, I'm like, hey man, shut up.
I have a scuff controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jumping around corners, strafing. You call me bad?
Yeah.
I'm a god.
I'm a coward.
I'm a god.
I'm a coward.
Yesterday in one of my ranked play games, there was this guy named the COD God, and he went 6-23.
See, I just want that to be irony. I don't want to be that person.
I usually don't care when people do bad, like especially if I don't know them. I'm like, man, whatever, it happens, because I have bad games too.
Yeah.
But the fact his name was the COD God.
I would name myself the COD God.
The COD God.
Renee, I did not ego you. I'm just like very scatterbrained, so like when I'm going one way and like I'm going and then like I run into people, like it's very hard. Like ask Rachel. I run away from Rachel and them. Like literally they were like on that Anaheim weekend, they were like trying to find me like most of the weekend. They were like, where the hell? She was right here. Where did she go?
I had to lock her in the apartment so we could do the podcast.
Because I was just like, oh.
Just kidding. She was like, I have nowhere to go for 5 hours.
I said I could leave. Like I was like, oh, we can do that, but you're.
I'm gonna like be like, okay, you can go now.
I didn't want to harsh your groove, but it all works out.
I mean, we could stream. I really wanted to stream because I haven't streamed in like almost a week. And I mean, I streamed yesterday, but I really wanted to stream tonight. So.
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine. Oh, hell yeah, of course I'm down with that. That's cool.
I don't want to be like a bad host.
No, like that's totally fine. See, there's Kubu right there.
Kubu, what up?
Kubu has that mad ego. I mean, Amanda has that mad. I do not have a mad ego.
I don't think she has an ego.
I don't think I have an ego.
Do I have an ego?
No. Like sometimes it's just hard at events because like sometimes you run into people when it's just like,
oh yeah,
because like there was times I was literally just standing by the TK booth for like 3 hours watching TK play, that if anybody had come near me, you could have been hanging out with me for 3 hours. But it's just like sometimes people were catching me when I was like doing like G Fuel promotional stuff.
Yeah.
Or that like Rachel ordered an Uber and it was there and I was like, if I don't catch this Uber, like I'm not getting back to the Airbnb right now, like that type of thing. So it's like sometimes it's tough.
Yeah, you just be upfront, like, hey, man, you caught me at a bad time. See you.
I do. They just like to make fun of me in the chat. They're just like, the reason you going me.
You're a jerk in person.
No, I'm not.
I think that I don't really like the whole ego thing, or like I don't really look at people as if they're like cooler than me. I just look at all people the same. Mm-hmm. Like I look at like, you know. I'm down to hang out with whoever. I'm not really a big status person. Yeah, I'm not really like, oh, I only want to hang out with these people because they have a lot of social media followers. Or this guy could get me a thing with this company, so I'm going to hang around them. Like, I'm not really into that, so I don't know if anyone's ever thought that I egoed them, but...
Hopefully not. Wait, were you talking about me? I was just saying that there's certain times that certain types of people that come into chat that turn people that are usually moderate trash talkers into more extreme trash talkers, and when Chiz is around you get worse sometimes. And I said Alyssa gets better, so
yeah,
it's cool. But I still love you, Kubu. A1.
I'm just a chill person.
Yeah, same. I'm pretty chill.
Do you think I'm different than well, I guess we've talked a lot.
Yeah, no, you're like the same.
Yeah,
you're exactly the same.
Yeah,
it's not awkward really or anything.
Like I'm not awkward.
No, sometimes do you feel like sometimes you talk to people and you meet them in person and then they just don't. They can't, like, they really struggle to talk to you in person.
They're really only good at, like, thinking of how they want to talk and then typing it and then doing it that way, which is fine. Which
is fine. Some people are like that. Or like people that just have, like, completely different personalities or...
Yeah, I've definitely met that. Especially, like, YouTubers and streamers. And even, like, me as a stream person is not who I am all the time. I don't always scream randomly, like, about... green guys or who's not rotating or whatever. Like I'm, video game me is a little different than like chilling me, but yeah, I'm like the same person. But I have met YouTubers that are like this really like upbeat, happy type of person, and then in person they're just like not having an ego, but just really not what I expected.
See, I've noticed that. I noticed a couple of people do that when they're YouTubers primarily, and then try to start streaming on Twitch, and then it's like they're these super upbeat, like super like in your face YouTubers, and then when they're streaming, like they're barely reading the chat. Like, they're just kind of like, huh.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm like, what? Aren't you like a very different person? And I'm like, it's normal to kind of have like a little bit more of a hype for YouTube videos and stuff, but like I feel like for the most part, I act pretty similar everywheres. Yeah. I have like my rant voice and I have my like I'm talking about something serious voice.
Yeah. I love the doctor too. He's like, I hate fake people except the doctor.
The doctor. But Amanda's going to ego me over the weekend.
Dude, I probably won't see her again after today.
Wow,
she's gonna
that's not
be
true.
like, I am way cooler than you.
No way. No way. I want to go out to
Nah.
lunch with you and Davis.
Yeah, let's go. Let's find out when we're doing that, because
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta let me know though, because I am still
know.
trying to stream
Yeah.
each day. I don't know if I'll be able to stream Sunday. I might do an IRL stream if they have good Wi-Fi
Yeah,
at the
that's what I'm
event.
gonna try doing.
Doing it,
I'm
man.
just
Y'all
gonna
can
try
hang out
doing.
with me at the event. That'd be kind of cool. Definitely cool.
Cool.
Asher needs a jetpack remote. Dude, we should. Like a trash can with a jetpack on it.
Do it.
And it says Jedi.
I'm not even a jetpacker though.
Dude,
'cause I'm
you
not.
started in AW.
No, I didn't.
Competitive, though.
No,
Yeah.
I started watching competitive in AW. I started playing Black Ops 1.
Yeah, but like when did you ever play competitively?
I've
Black
never
Ops?
played competitively.
You're starting this year.
Okay, I want to, but like
I feel like you should, because
I'm down for it.
it sucks now because you can't team. You can't team with people right
Yeah.
now, so it's like,
a
wow,
bad time to
this
try to
is
do it.
horrible. But I mean, if you're willing to grind it out, it's good.
Oh yeah, like I'm fine.
I mean, I played for like 8 hours yesterday, and I had a swing of like 10 points on my ladder.
You mentioned.
Like, I
Yeah.
was losing and winning so much. I was so mad.
Yeah, we could do GBs and stuff, but like I was super into like CS, and CS is like 100% competitive for a while. And
I'm ass at that game.
I was really good, and then some bullshittery happened, and I lost a bunch of ranks, and now I'm mad, so I don't play
Were
it.
you a hacker?
No, somebody I played with that for my stream was, and then they docked all of us, and I was like, screw this. And then I just was weird things. I was always getting put against hackers, so it was like,
Yeah, it's so easy to hack on
I
PC.
know,
It sucks.
it sucked.
Sucks a lot. Who
I
would
like
win in a
being
fist fight between you and me?
me.
Dude, what? My stream was talking about this with me and Jewel. Like, if me and Jewel were gonna fight, who would win?
I don't know.
I think Jewel would definitely
I'd-
win if she was like fired up.
I think
like,
I would
mad
kick your
at me.
ass. Like if
What?
I can't really hit girls, but if you had done something, like I honestly think I would like,
If you're mad at me.
yeah.
Yeah, if you did something like fucked up, I would beat the shit out of you.
But I don't know if you could, because I'm like, for one, I'm really, really like
You're probably
sly,
fast.
and like I'm very good at getting out of people's
But
grasps,
if I
and I'm dead
do
weight.
get you, you're fucked.
Are you
Because
sure?
I feel
Because
like,
I work out.
do you want to arm wrestle? Because
I'm
like,
bad at arm wrestling. I'm bad at arm wrestling. Yeah, but you know what? When you're beating somebody up and not arm wrestling them, you're punching them in the
but
face,
it's,
Ashley.
It's like strength.
No, there's people that have massive muscles that are terrible at arm wrestling. It's all about momentum.
So many UFCs, dude. I would whoop you. Like if we were in an like, okay, so here there's two different kinds of fights, and this is the thing I went over when I was talking about fighting Jewel. Like
Yeah.
my chat was like, who would win in a fight between you and Jewel?
Yeah.
And I really was thinking about it. I was like, okay, if we're on the street and like Jewel thought I killed her cat or something, or her dog,
Yeah.
she would be super mad. And
Yeah,
like,
of course.
a fired up Jewel is not someone, you definitely don't want her to be fired up at you. So if she was fired up at me, then, or I'd have to be fired up at her too to fight her though, because
Hard to
otherwise I would
say.
just try to diffuse the situation. But so if I had to fight her, defend myself, I don't know if I could against a fired up Jewel.
Interesting.
But if it's like okay, winner gets 10 G's, here's an octagon, verse each other in a technical fight, I would whoop her ass,
Well,
dude.
damn, actually.
Yeah. So like, are we talking like a street fight or like a competitive?
Well, I don't know rules, so it would have to be street.
There's no really rules. I mean, you can't like elbow someone to the top of the head or
Yeah.
kick me in the vagina.
Okay.
But like,
No cunt punch. Got
chat,
it.
who would win?
They want us. I honestly, I would say that she would beat me in an arm wrestling match. I'm really bad at arm wrestling, like 100%.
How could you be bad at strength?
Because it's the way that you exert the force. Like there's a difference between trying to do this and literally just being like this and kicking you and moving around you and using your body weight against you to get you on the ground and then.
I definitely agree. And actually, I should cover for you a little bit. I don't want to arm wrestle because I've seen too many of those videos where
Yeah.
it snaps, and I drink almond milk, bro. I don't know if that has enough vitamin D, so I don't know.
Swoopty, that's wrong. It's obviously not as bad as if a guy gets kicked there, but if you kick somebody anywhere,
Dude,
it hurts.
I've been corn dogged before.
You call it that?
It's where someone comes from behind and knees you in the butt.
Okay.
But my friend did it with their foot, and it hurt so incredibly bad. Like, I feel like damaged still. And this was like a couple years ago. It was 10 years ago. Like, I feel hurt still.
So when you were 13?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's terrible. It was horrible.
Oh,
But you've
God.
never been corn dogged? Like, it's where someone comes from behind and knees you in the butt.
Not that
Do you
I'm
have a
aware of.
sibling?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's how you haven't been corn dogged.
No, I have not.
You need a
I
sibling.
have not. I have
corn
gotten in
dogged.
fights, though.
Wait, you've been in a fight before?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been in a physical fight?
Yeah.
What was it about?
It was in a locker room when I was in middle school, and some girl was being a bitch to another girl, and I told her to stop, and then I, like, flat out fucking, like, she tried to come at me, and we literally got into a tussle, and then we were, like, beating the shit out of each other until I, like, sat on her, and
Who
then
won?
I did. We were, like, we were evenly sized, but I managed to get her on the ground, and I was just like, this is done now. And I once threw somebody that was bullying my friend into a garbage can and rolled him down the ramp at the school. I was very violent in middle school.
Wow.
Well, I was very defensive.
Now I'm really starting to rethink.
I was defensive. Like, if you mess with my friends, like, I would mess you up. Like, do not, like, he was picking on my friend progressively, and I literally, like, I just grabbed him by the shirt, spun him in a circle. He landed in a garbage can, which tipped over, and my middle school, for some reason, didn't have stairs. It was ramps up to, like, the grade 5 and 6 and down to the grade 7 and 8, and he just, like, rolled down the ramp into the cafeteria, and I was
Damn, you're a
like...
savage, dude.
Yeah, but he never
From a
touched
young
my
age.
friend again.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think if we were in street fight to me is like hair pulling, grabbing clothing and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull hair. Like, I don't do that.
I think if worse came to worse, you would.
Well, yeah, worst comes to worst. If I'm fighting for my life, you bet your ass I'm biting you. Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
like I think if it was a fair fight, I would win.
But if it was like
But if she started like
go.
biting my arm and pulling my hair and like corn dogging me all at the same time, she might win. Cause I don't play that shit. I
Don't play
need
that
to.
shit. I don't need to either. I'll trip you with your own. Like, I'll make you slip up. I'll sit on you.
I really think I would beat you in a fight.
Damn. Okay. All right.
If it came to it, like I would. I've never been in a fight in my whole life, so
Yeah.
I don't know how I would do in a fight. Actually, I would have to be really upset or
Yeah,
defend
same.
myself. Dude, it wouldn't
At
even
this
be upset.
point.
Like I'm really not a violent person, so I'd rather just resolve things other ways.
Yeah, I'm not anymore. Like this. Like I got
No,
that
yeah,
out of my
middle school. I mean, everyone.
Like,
was
I got
weird as
that out of
hell
my
in middle
system.
school.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Middle school was weird.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know anyone who's like, yeah, middle school was awesome.
Middle school was the worst. Everybody talks about how bad high school is. Middle school is the
Middle
worst.
school
Middle
is
school
the
is when
bad
kids
one.
are like learning how bad they can actually be and like pushing it.
Dude, it's horrible.
Terrible.
Hair is fair game. Yeah, you play like a freaking
Who said that? Somebody.
a bad
A
person.
bad person.
Ashley's competitive side is showing. Dude, I would
Yeah, it
definitely win in a fight though. Like I'm bigger. I understand. Like I swear, if I just like grabbed you, you're fucked.
No, because I'm actually really good at dead weighting. Like, you wouldn't be able to pick me up, and I'm good at
I don't
getting
want
out
to
of
pick
people.
you
Doesn't
up.
matter.
I
I'm good
want
at
to take you to the ground and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, but I don't think
Hold
you could get me.
down.
I don't think you could get me on the ground. Is the thing.
You'd run away. Cause I'm so good at fighting.
I would run away.
Dude, I just think.
Mm-mm,
I mean,
mm-mm.
you're a strong person, but I'm just bigger.
And I would use that against you.
You'd fling my weight. Oh no. She would trip me, dude. I
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah, you'd come at me, and I'd just plant my foot in the right way, and I'd give you the old, like, this to the back, so you fall right over.
Okay, no, that's like a scene from a 90s movie. I don't come at you like that, though. I would come at you, like, carefully and try to time it right, take you down, and then if I'm on top, you're screwed. It's over. You're not getting up. I'm heavier. I'm holding you down. You're not getting up.
We're really going in depth here. Like, we're really...
I mean, I don't know why, but I just, like...
You're, like,
pretty
adamant. You're like,
positive.
no, I'm going to kick your ass.
No, I would never. I would never beat anybody up unless I had to. But
Fair.
Yeah, like you'd have to do some crazy shit,
Yeah,
like
it's
kill my
true.
cat right here.
And I would
even
never
then,
would, because I can't. I
dude,
could not hurt
'cause
an
they're
animal.
hiding.
But even if I couldn't, I can't. Somebody was like, would you rather kill 1,000 cats or one baby? And I was like, I actually
Oh
don't know
my
how to answer that,
God.
because, like, I think, like, I'd have to go with the baby. But I don't think I couldn't do either, but, like, I can't imagine having to kill, and they were like, you'd have to do it one by one. I'm like, I can't imagine, like, I would
What?
die. I would kill myself after I was done. Like, I would
I
kill
don't-
myself.
I
I would
don't
kill
like-
myself. No option in between kill
I
myself.
don't like those.
I hate that.
melodrama
Yeah, that's a
questions.
bad question.
I don't like it. Kill the baby?
Kill the baby a lot.
What?
He's 13,
Y'all
so
wild.
he's 13.
I watch too much UFC, dude. I do. I do. I swear I could win in a fight. I was in wrestling, you know.
Yeah, me too. And karate. Middle school, where do you think I put all that displaced anger?
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, you must have been really angry little kid. They're signing you up for like all
No, it was
these
just like school
combat
wrestling.
sports.
It's good.
Now I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Guys, who would win in a fight?
It might be like McGregor. I might like if you tire me out, it might be all over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I held top control, you're exhausted, I'm beat the shit out of you.
Damn.
It would be intense, though.
Be
I kind of,
intense.
like, low-key wanna...
I can take hits really well, too. Like,
I don't know.
Years
Have you ever been punched? I've never been punched. So
I've been punched.
Know.
Years of moshing. I've been trampled by, like, adults in mosh pits when I was 13, like, going up. Like, there's still, like... There's scars on my legs from a monitor stand stabbing me like a month and a half ago, and they're still there. Like I'm there, and I stayed up front the entire time.
Everyone's tough as hell until they get punched. It all changes, and I've never been punched, so
I've been punched.
Karate. She probably might win. Let's see what you guys think.
Whose hands are bigger? It's probably MiDNiTE's. I have tiny ass hands.
I did wrestle for a month. That's long enough though.
For a month.
Amanda. A lot of you guys think Amanda. MiDNiTE. Oh, thanks, Inuyasha, for voting for me.
Hell yeah.
Strike Raid. MiDNiTE has better ground game. Whose hands are bigger? Me. How? My hands are small.
My hands are ridiculously small.
Like, why are they so small?
I don't know.
Are small.
I don't know. I'm taller than her by a bit, and I definitely have smaller feet too.
You have longer limbs.
My feet are small as hell.
What size? Women's?
Women's like 5 or 6. I can wear kids' shoes.
I mean, I can too, but I'm like an 8.5.
No, mine are tiny. They're like
US?
I couldn't stop on skates until like 3 years ago because my body proportions were so off dimension.
I don't know, man. Now I'm pretty confident.
Now you're pretty confident because my feet.
Yeah, your hands too.
Doesn't matter. Hey,
they're frail.
It's not the
Look at how small they are.
So.
They're fragile.
They're not fragile.
They're gonna break if you punch me.
Hell no.
I'm like a brick wall, dude.
No, I punch shit all the time.
Listen, I've been training for this my whole life. I've eaten so much pizza. Like, I'm ready. I think I could take a punch.
Was ready. Jesus, Keebler Elves have bigger fan. God damn it, Chiz.
Once you get punched in the face, it has you shook. Yeah, I don't know how I would handle that. A green brick wall. Height, weight, and reach. Dude, if we ever do fight, it has to be for charity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't want to fight you unless I was mad, though.
We could do, like, wrestling style so that you can't throw punches. Like, it's
I'm
like...
out then.
You're out?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I could do wrestling.
Like, we could punching, but none to the face.
My dad probably still has my little singlet. It's all fit.
Damn!
From my 5th grade little wrestling outfit.
I don't know. It was only, like, what, 10 years ago? So,
yeah.
Like, you know?
I'm so young.
Yeah.
Even still.
Amanda is a charity. Wow. Okay.
Dude,
does that mean I get the money? Because I'm okay, cool. Yeah, sure.
I'm out with
I'll
that.
be the charity case.
She's getting paid to get beat up. I'm pissed.
Look, somebody actually offered to, like, we had like there's like MMA fighting in my hometown, and like one of the girls dropped out, and somebody was all like, "Would you accept this much money to get beat up?" And I was like, basically, because they were like, there's no way you would win because like they're trained. No, because like for the actual fight, because the person who was supposed to do the actual fight dropped out, and they're like, "We'll give you like a week of free training. You're probably gonna get your ass kicked, but you'll make this much money." And I was totally down to do it. I was totally down to do it because money's money. But my mom was like, "Where's your self-worth?" And I was like, "It's learning a new thing. It's learning how to fight and defend myself." And my mom was like, "No." And I was like, "Okay,
I don't think I have that kind of nature, though. I don't think I have, like, the ability to, or the desire to, like, hurt another person, even if it was professionally.
No, like, I'd have to be... I've been mad at people to
Like, it takes a different type of person to do that.
At some point, I hit the stage where I realized that if you really hate somebody or are mad at them, punching them does not help. Going up to them and, like, dumping a drink on their head.
That's good.
Because then they're like...
Have you done that?
No, but I've wanted to. I've always, like, that would be the biggest insult. Like, imagine a girl all done up and, like, she pissed you off or something, and you go up to her and you're like, "Have a good night," and then you walk away, like... That's insulting
for me.
Really? Because
I'm not a very revenge-driven person. Though.
I'm not anymore. But that was like at some point somebody was like, "Wouldn't you just really want to like punch them or something?" I'm like, "No, like I just want to like make them look stupid."
Yeah, true. But like dumb people make themselves look dumb.
Exactly,
anyway.
and I've gotten to the point where I just let. And honestly, anybody I've had that many like grudges against has done something to like vastly screw up their lives. It's great.
True. Stupid people will always like prove they're stupid.
Jen says her money's on me because I'm wily.
Dude, yeah, I bet like if you were mad, I'd have a hard time. I think.
Mad or really excited. Like if I get to, like, okay, so like, like that passion I get from when I'm talking about comic books, if that goes into like the realm of
Are you gonna like harness your Spider-Man love into beating me up, dude?
It's gonna be like Tyler Durden.
Oh shit.
Got that Tyler Durden going on.
I could definitely out Tyler Durden you. Like my Tyler Durden would be way better.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if I'm this calm, my Tyler Durden has gotta be big deal. Big Bang.
Big Bang Tyler Durden? All right. Yeah. All right.
Amanda's low-key scared.
No, I'm fine. No, I'm a super nice person. It's fine.
Yeah, we both are. I don't want to fight anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys hear that, by the way, that banging?
I hear it. I don't know if they can.
I think they can, too.
If it's a stand-up match, Amanda. If it's ground game, Ashley. I think that's potentially a fair assessment.
Probably... I mean, I'm not very strong. I don't even work out. But I'm naturally, like, strong. Like, I lift heavy things.
She moved half of this table by herself, guys. I moved the other half, but...
Yeah, but she was, like, lower than me, holding it. Like, she couldn't hold it up as well.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Dude. No, I don't want to fight.
Nah, it's cool.
What if we had to? My vote is on Amanda. Even after how badly I beat you up, Sydney, as a kid, I bet all my bullets on Ashley. Dude, what if you guys could bet your bullets? That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. Is this a good place to wrap it? We've been going for almost 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. Quite a while.
That's an extra long episode for you guys. I wanted to make sure we did one live while she was here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be lame to go back to, like...
I know.
Doing it on Skype.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we were able to do an IRL one, and hopefully in the future.
Yeah, hopefully.
For the same event. Or
Exactly.
I'm hoping they have more events down here.
Yeah. I'd love to come down, do some stuff. Yeah.
Dallas is cool.
It is. I like Dallas.
Annie Hooters, I'm going to end the recording now, but I'm going to keep the stream going a little bit longer. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel.
Oh, my mom's in the chat. Sorry.
What up, Mom?
Hey, girls, how did it turn to physical fighting? I love you, Mom.
I said that Marvel sucks.
I actually don't know how it actually started.
Someone asked.
Oh, yeah, someone asked. Yeah, who would win in a fight?
Who would win in a fight? And then we talked for like 20 minutes about it. I don't know. I don't know. I was confident, then I wasn't, then I'm like, I don't know.
It's in between.
YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to her channel as well to be in the description below. Follow my Twitch, that's where this went down live.
Follow my Twitch.
Follow her Twitch, because she streams all the time. And she's pretty great at video games. Definitely go there for player caliber gameplay. She's very good.
Lots of chat interaction, though.
Yes, lots. Yeah, she'll talk to you while she dominates. But I'm going to end the recording. Thank you, YouTube. And bye, Felicia.